Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Hello, Budget LCS. I'm Papa Boa, Chance calls me, and I'm joined today by my constant co-host.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, that's him. We've got some Oh.
I said something weird on stream the other day. I was watching your game. I forgot what I called you.
Oh, yesterday?
Other new. Yeah.
I don't know, because I was playing, so I wasn't watching the stream.
That's true. I'll think of something. I don't know. Do you have the draft link?
I do. Do you need it?
Yeah, I keep asking Evdingus and he doesn't send me anything.
Well, as we all know, never trust Evdingus.
Yeah, that's probably my bad.
Waffle Cam is operational today, boys. Get your schmecks up so you can get some waffles.
Alright, I know what I expect to see.
Alright.
Call it once the draft gets rolling.
So, I'm very familiar with one of these teams. I am not at all familiar with the other one. But, they have some fantastic names. I'm particularly looking at their jungler. One of the best names I've seen in a long time, Brick Toast.
Yeah. So, I used to play on a team with a guy called Brick Burner. And I wonder if they're, like, related, you know, because maybe Brick Burner was the Brick Toaster for Brick Toast, you know?
Brick soccer team, an absolute classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. GG.
Oh.
They've also got Billy Cheese Pizza. I love. What do you think a Billy Cheese Pizza is?
Okay. I think it uses goat cheese, because, like, Billy goats, you know?
The best pizza I ever had was a goat cheese pizza.
Is it good?
It was, so I had this at like a fancy schmancy place. It was goat cheese, pistachios, and red onions.
Yeah, I thought that would be like one of those spinach guys, you know, you like throw the... That sounds like it fits, but I don't know.
It was really good. Really good. Also, Les Force is asking for someone to pick his jungler. I said he should play Yumi, but I'm curious if you've got any takes.
Alright, jungler, huh? Karthus.
Karthus. I did actually. The first game I played on the new season was a Karthus game because Malignance was an item, and you just farm and press R. That's all you do.
Does that work? Does it actually hit everybody?
Yeah.
Like the Malignance proc?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Everyone gets a little puddle. Alright. But we are going to have some bans coming out here. 3 bans, all seemingly potentially directed to the bot lane, although Ziggs likely could be mid. From the side of the... Wait. I think I have them on the wrong sides. Because according to the way they're lined up, Team Volatility money moves are on the left.
Yes. This is what I told you when you asked her to look at the schedule.
You said they were blue side.
I said money moves are blue, and monkeys are red, which is what this is showing.
Now I'm confused.
Team Volatility, they're on Team 1.
Anyway,
What?
Huh?
I think this is Smolder solo lane because I just can't see Evdingus playing it. I think they're gonna lock in Sivir here.
Dingo Man, well known for the Sivir, could be Smolder solo lane, very popular right now. 3 ADCs banned away from the side of money moves. Do we think that means we really got to watch Teddy Bear Barox?
I think Evdingus is just afraid. Not unusual for Evdingus. I think that's just kind of a constant state.
Yeah, so you do have a lot of familiarity with Evdingus as a player.
I know all these kids.
In terms of how he's going to play this game?
Bad. Really bad.
Going to be bad.
I knew what you were going to say. Yeah, really bad. Yeah. I think I met their other ADC, their like substitute, the other day. Pretty cool guy. I hope they put him in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the chat. Oh, no, the guy hitting us up with the prime. Thank you very much. I actually, any sprinkles for a waffle? Oh, that's right. I owe a waffle. Wait, do I owe a waffle to him or do I owe a waffle to Pickle? I do have this written down.
No idea. You got to keep track of that stuff.
I have this written down. Hang on.
I kind of like the Zach pickup here. Just going to keep narrating what's going on
Yeah.
actually in the draft. I think that having more frontline for Senna feels really good, but also so far I'm seeing a lot of like front to back tools, and just building on that makes the most sense to me comp wise right now. The team that kind of blinks first and picks something that doesn't just do this is kind of going to have that burden of execution thrown on them. We see
I
two scaling late game ADCs. That's the game plan right now.
Yeah. And potentially, if the Smolder is going to a solo lane, 3. Ram
Yeah.
Cannon hitting us with the subscription as well. Hang on. Him the guy. 1. Thank you very much. You know what you're going to do. You can go to the Denny's in Vermont, talk to our buddy Todd. Pancakes and waffles are on us. I'll get you a waffle going in just a second here. And I do actually have the only topping I prepped today because I was running a little bit late was sprinkles. So you're welcome. Pickle Hater, I owe you a waffle. Not going to pull the gun on that waffle just now until you say you want it. Ram Cannon, also thank you so much for the Prime. You know what you're going to do. Go to the last Denny's in Vermont, talk to our buddy Todd. Pancakes are on us.
Who's this Bigfoot WoW guy in the chat? Is it talking smack? See the sword next to my name, buddy? I see the draft getting rounded out now, and I kind of like how Team Volatility Money Moves is rounding this out. They picked the Talia against what is a lot of like diving in. They're tanky members, but Talia kind of does the damage. So, going to be a good option into this team comp. But on top of that, one of the things that Talia can do really well is nuke backliners. So if you have an easy in with something like a Wukong or a Maokai to lock down the Senna, you can get that pop up shove into the rocks for Talia to nuke them down.
But talking
Same
about
goes for Ori.
nuking a backline, yeah, we're going to see the Orianna go ahead and here picked up for Team Monkey. And you've got that Zac. That is an insane, what I like to call BDS, or ball delivery system.
Yeah, not bad. A lot of options there too. Renekton not to be sneezed at either that way.
Yeah, Renekton quite good at accessing that back line. Jungle's absolutely going to be somewhere to watch. I'm curious if the Zac is going to go top to help this Renekton get snowballing. I'm expecting this to be Wukong jungle Aatrox top. Now, that's exciting because I've really been wanting to see how Wukong's going to be doing in the jungle. Really, really excited to see that one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I don't think that Zac is really going to be too aggressive on a Wukong. So, bot, I feel like you'd expect to be a snooze fest, but the way that Evdingus plays and Memer Sticks as well, I'm not so sure we're going to see that.
Now, I have to say, I know the name Memer Sticks, but I'm not as familiar with the player. Somehow that has just escaped me.
So just assume that the name makes sense.
Okay.
And then you pretty much know what you need to know.
So, why wasn't Fiddlesticks banned then? Because we could see Criddlesticks support, you know?
That's a good question. I think it's just that either Evdingus talked him out of it, or there's just not enough courage.
Okay, looks like we are going to be going ahead and swapping lobbies as the game type. I think it needs to be. Does it actually? I don't know if it needs to be tournament draft in order to pause. Do you know?
Yes, it does. I think.
Does. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and
at the very least, the pick ban order gets weird.
But regardless, we can get our prediction going here.
Dingus is about to show them why everyone calls him Sloppy Evan. It's terrible. Yeah, I know it'll cheer him up. I hope he didn't see that one. Jumping down to spectate. I'm gonna bet against him real quick. What are the standings like for these teams? Do you know?
Like I said, was rushed before this, so I don't know, but let me go ahead and pull it up. Actually, I don't know if standings are updated.
Okay. Oh, big drop going over to Monkey there.
Ooh, 5.5k from Mighty Support. I wonder who that is.
Hey, what you calling me out?
If only there were some people on Team Volatility Money Moves who I knew had deep schmeckle pockets.
Wait, who on that team has deep schmeckle pockets?
I would imagine Evdingus would.
Nah, he's poor. I think Lest the Best Force might have a lot.
See. You know, these sprinkles, they bleed a little bit less than the other ones into the waffle.
Is that good or bad?
Depends on what you want. Do you want a messy waffle or a clean waffle?
I like a little messy every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, pickle hater, you just gotta let me know when you want that waffle, okay? That's all you gotta do.
Oh, is that finally who you did actually owe the waffle to?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
I checked my notes.
Nice.
I have waffle pickle IOU sent as a Discord message in my notes channel.
Nice. Okay, you got one of those too.
Yeah, I keep a whole private Discord server just filled with notes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's weird, but sometimes you have something on your phone that you need to like not just email to yourself. Like this is just easier.
Oh, if you have Nitro, Discord is a great file repository.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder. Have you ever? It's unlimited file sizes for Nitro users, right?
I haven't bought Nitro, so I don't know.
I'm gonna save it for a rainy day. I agree. Evdingus demands you to put wine like you would put syrup. I don't have wine. I don't drink wine.
Oh, I kind of love that.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong?
No, I think it's good.
Okay, we're having a bit of a Spectrum internet gap. I
No,
put all ISPs on blast because they deserve it. I pay for 2 ISPs just in case one of them goes down.
That's smart. Because like, what would happen if you missed an LBLCS game from your internet connection?
Yeah, no, it's fucked.
Doomed.
Absolutely fucking doomed. Criminal. Well,
I've got Frontier over here, man. It's good. I used to have Spectrum. This stuff sucks.
I've never heard of Frontier.
Yeah, they're like a little guy. You know, that's how you know they're good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't realize how small they might be. I might have just outed like myself to like 100 miles or something.
I mean, weirdly enough, so I have a fiber connection, and then I think I have a regular like coax connection, and the coax connection is far more stable, but the fiber connection is faster.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't really like checked anything long term with my speeds or connection, but I've got like gigabit fiber, so I'm chilling.
Frontier Communications is the shittiest ISP in North America, says Youngster Joey.
I haven't had any problems yet, so I've only had him for like 8 months though. I mean, give him a chance, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks like Spectrum may have fixed it. Good job on the agents we sent over there.
Oh yeah, we're all back. Okay. They got to do some rearranging though, it seems.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a peek at what the standings say for now. Team Volatility money moves are at 2-1 according to the standings. And Monkeys are at 3-0. So the Monkeys here sitting at the top of the group, next to needlessly large rods. However, Monkeys have not dropped a single game, which puts them in sole possession of first place.
Who's higher on the Sensei Randalls or Team Volatility?
Sensei Randalls is currently ranked 5th. Volatility is currently ranked 3rd. And Monkeys is ranked 1.
That doesn't make any sense. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what, I mean, listen, it could be wrong. Because
no, I think that's probably right. I don't know. I'll be first soon. Don't worry, guys. My fans in the chat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The best team in the league is ranked number 2. I will not elaborate further.
Who's
Now
ranked
that's
number 2?
either the Globetrotters or Needlessly Large Rods. If you're looking at
The
A or
Globetrotters
B.
were good.
Globetrotters were good.
Yeah. I mean, they lost. They lost to, ranked number 6, I guess. But they were good.
Listen, upsets happen. All right?
Right, yeah. I'm an underdog. I'm coming for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The
goodness.
Juani, that's not right. Oh, it's for you. It's for you.
Oh, was it?
I think so. There's no Trundle or Nunu in there.
Okay. I don't know. Well, these days I'm more of a Vi player, you know? That's going to be... All right, we've had plenty of time to bet. I will actually go ahead and take it over to the client here because...
yeah, we got the actual client draft going now. It's entertainment.
Zodiac was hovering his signature gin. Yo, actually, this waffle with the regular sprinkles in it is kind of good just on its own.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they're like not over sweet either, you know. So you still get the waffliness.
Mmm. Blue Majere is Alluria, so that's a needlessly large rods enjoyer right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little Dizzy Dave biased myself. What can I say?
Did Drox actually follows all the socials?
Mm-hmm.
he gives me Dave updates. He's like, you want to know what he's up to, man?
Oh yeah. No, YouTube knows that I like his content, so I get his shorts in my my feed.
Mm-hmm.
He was unboxing some 100 Thieves merch this last week.
Nice. Okay.
Pretty solid.
Wish I got some Thieves merch, man.
Let's take a peek on what these schmeckles are looking like.
Did I win any yet?
No.
You could
22K
pay it
total
out now.
versus 42K. Yeah, but that would be bad, Mighty.
Not if it's right.
That's crazy. That's so. What you're suggesting is that we go ahead and just do the bet now for which team we think is going to win, and then we only get in trouble if that team doesn't win.
That's not what I said at all. I mean,
that's what you implied.
I don't know. Sounds fun.
It does sound fun. Hey, Little Robot Man, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence on this fine Friday. This is an important PSA that everyone needs to know. It comes with the territories for working in this sort of area. You know, it's like you go to the Midwest, you need to learn about tornadoes. You're on the West Coast, you got to learn about earthquakes. You play in the low budget LCS, you need to know that LeChance licks toes.
That's true. I guess it's kind of like, some jobs you need to wear hard hats, This is like one of those closed-toed shoes environments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, they better be steel-toed because his chompers are pretty tough.
He's got some pearly whites on there, They mean business.
Got some good enamel. I'm running out of schmeckles. Can anyone declare hollow to be... Oh.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care.
Actually, fun fact. Hollow does a little bit of working with my top laner, Dark Chocobo, to improve his game. Oh, Mighty doing it out of his own pocket.
I don't know anything about this Hollow guy, but he's playing Aatrox.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be good.
Actually, I think Renekton might have been a pick away. Because I think Hollow also plays Renekton.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
now, honestly, I'm playing both sides now. I got 2K on one side and like 5K on the other, right?
Huh?
I mean, I'm not gonna make anything off of the 2K because it's a hunk alert, but
I'll give you 2K out of my own pocket.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Can't do that, right?
Yeah, no, actually, you're right. There's absolutely no way you could transfer Schmeckles in a
Yeah,
controlled manner. That's the real problem with the Schmeckle market, you know?
I agree. Yeah, like what if a game wasn't happening? You just wanted, never mind. That would never happen, right?
Never, because you need 3 people, right?
You would, right? Because mods can't close the thing
If they've also betted in it, yeah.
if they bet in it. Yeah,
Unless you had
true.
Buggleberry, because Buggleberry does control the master account.
Yeah, and he has 2 accounts, which is sus in my opinion.
True. That means the only man capable of doing financial Schmeckle transactions in a peer-to-peer manner is Buggleberry Finn.
That's fact, 100%. Unless there was like high level like collusion between multiple members of the staff and admin team.
Yeah, but that would never happen. Like 3 people working together? Are you kidding? Three
I
low
don't even
budget
know.
LCS admins coordinating?
I
Nah.
don't know 3 admins. So
Yeah. I mean, there's I guess me, and there's Buggle.
I don't really know that guy.
That's
Yeah, not the gate. We don't talk about the gate.
what gate?
I have no idea.
True.
What time is it?
Um. Well, my screen is currently black.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Mine's not.
Wait. My screen is black, but it's showing on stream.
Interesting. That's very cool.
Huh.
Don't worry, nothing's happened yet.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Cool.
Um. I am at 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41,
All right, we're
42,
good.
40. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye. He's got great taste in brunch spots, I gotta say.
Yeah, where'd you go last weekend?
I don't remember the name of the place, but they had good coffee.
Hmm. Was it a little metallic tasting? Oh, we're gonna see the Nautilus hook actually going straight on to Memer Sticks. Gonna be taken quickly down to half health. Evdinkus trying to help from over the wall with a fireball. Memer Sticks, though, blood cold as ice. Just walks out.
Yeah, impressive. No flash usage there, especially. I would imagine that Memer Sticks has like Hex Flash on the Maokai. Might not.
I would think so, but I think we'll find that out
No.
pretty quick.
Cosmic Insight and Biscuits.
Huh. Little biscuit gap. Well, we'll have to see what that translates to in terms of plating. The Maokai will be somewhat delayed here. Deep Vision was granted onto the Raptors. They're going to probably figure out that Less Force here is playing Wukong up here on the top side, going towards bot. Meanwhile, it does look like Brick Toast is going to be pathing towards Xiao Di.
Yeah, this mid lane positioning is kind of interesting. It's always fun to watch the Talias try to like play their zones.
Isn't... I thought Zodiac was an ADC main. You're not?
Not really. Like Zodiac does play ADCs, but Zodiac's a mid player.
Hey, listen, don't be insulting my that.
What do you mean?
Called him mid.
He's called a mid? It's true.
Good.
I'll say it again.
Oh, okay. In a jungle development, we're going to see Less Force actually invading on the top side jungle here, trying to force perhaps a vertical jungle. Has not yet been spotted on that ward.
So interestingly,
assist.
Yeah, he skipped camps as well, so that red ward dying on the bot side doesn't really give them any clues.
Yeah, Zach won't know unless Wukong shows mid here. But it looks like he doesn't care. He's going for a 3 camp into a bot gank.
Yeah. Wonder the angle's kind of awkward here because at this early level the jump range is short.
Going back.
He's going into the he's going to the bottom side. Oh, he's going for mid gank.
Going for the mid gank. Yep.
Oh, this might be big.
He's gonna be sneaking up here. Zodiac a little bit low on health. Mid lane is quite spicy.
He got seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, pinged. Yeah.
Little mini map casting for you there.
Yeah. He also is aware of the vertical jungle now because he sees the camp up.
Yep. Or just that camp
huge.
is still up.
I think he's at this level. They should know,
Hollow.
right?
Level 3 to level 4. Xiao Di looking for the solo kill here. Takes it down.
Oh.
First blood goes over to the Croc.
Ow, not the hunk.
Yeah.
He definitely knows now, by the way. He's doing red. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be knowledge for sure. Gets spotted out. And, yeah, good play on the Renekton. Renekton strong early. Gets that level lead. Just plays the lane.
I'd even say this is quite bad at this point for money moves, just because they are vertical jungling. That solo kill hurts them even more.
Yeah, the solo kill on that side of the map is going to be really hard. A lot harder for less force to sort of interact. Ooh, but in the mid lane,
I don't know if that flash is necessary.
Really good seismic shove from Zodiac.
Oh.
Okay, but we're going to see if Dingus being got onto the bot lane. Root's going to be found there on a Mimir Sticks, but the Aftershocks putting in some work. Really low underneath the tower. Another seismic shove from Zodiac. We got to watch this mid lane. I would not be shocked if there's a solo kill or not.
There's two junglers. It doesn't even need to be solo. There's two junglers here.
Yep, there goes the slingshot. Flash from Zodiac's going to be good. But I think Left Force just couldn't quite make it over the wall, and now rooted up. The Aftershock will not save you this time. Petty Bear.
Remember what I said? I said this bot lane should be a snooze fest, but it ain't gonna be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, who'd you blame for that?
I'm Dingus. Look. I don't know if it's really Dingus' fault here. There's some development here in the top side, though.
Yeah, we're going to see a nice Q3 there from Hollow. Will be caught up in the chains. Dash not quite available. Going forward, damage on the short, but a nice Q. Going to heal up the Renekton there.
Yeah. And this is kind of where it starts to pay off. The grubs are available, and I don't think it's going to be a problem to go and grab them in trade for this Drake. The only issue that I see here is that Senna kind of gets to free lane on the bot side now. They're already winning. They have the jungler permabot at this point. We'll see what they're able to get in trade for this, because Wukong can probably tilt this top matchup.
Yeah, Xiao Di. Okay, another shove going to be found in the mid lane there. Xiao Di just summoning Hollow off the wave, preventing him hopefully from getting experience. Some nice fundamental gameplay, however. Yeah, Less Force can come right back up. Another shove. Wow.
Is the hotfix for Mulder out, or?
I don't actually know.
Because he's still really crazy fast on the stacking, right?
Rick Toast going to be caught up here. That's another shove going to go ahead and land. The slingshot going to be used, so now no escape tools necessary. I have Dingus coming from behind. Less Force available as well. And you have your passive, but you are in enemy territory. That one's going to be donated over to Evdingus. What do you think about that choice?
That's a good choice. I think Evdingus is the player that you want to put these kills on for two reasons. He's very playing a champion that will pay off in the late game. And for all the knocks I'll put against him, he is a performer in those late game fights if you give him enough gold.
Okay. So, Mighty perhaps complimenting Evdingus there?
I wouldn't put it that way. I mean, that's going a little far. Yeah, he's doing well in the farm. This is fasting Senna with the farming Nautilus, so it's kind of a difficult comparison. But I think he's doing fine. Definitely Mimir Sticks carrying that early laning a little bit, blocking some hooks, sacrificing themselves. But props, I guess.
Yeah, gonna be pretty pretty even in the CS across the board. Not too much differential in top, not too much differential in jungle, despite them that we perhaps the money.
I was expecting more in top. Just because Renekton got that early solo, right?
Yeah.
TP kind of saves you a lot, and if you can't be punished after that, one death isn't so bad.
For sure. Yeah. So we are just chilling. About 1,000 gold lead, however, for Monkey. But I think having those grubs, I think the first 3 grubs more impactful than the first dragon, just because they can really help you if you're able to get to tower, get those plates. We're going to see a hook in here on the bot lane. Zach will be coming over to the top, however, less force available as well, and Cyclone is up. Memerstick's going to go ahead and go in, perhaps trading his life, as we do see Bricktoast looking forward to the back end, is going to be able to find it. Evdingus also going incredibly low. It's a disaster for the side of the money moves.
Yeah, that's rough. End to the vertical jungling, but Zach is still hanging around. And they get to act first there. I think they also had a summoner advantage. Evdingus just getting his flashback up now. Oh, Shouty in some trouble. Hollow the hunk. Putting a lot of damage down there, and I think that's going to force a reset.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch this top lane matchup, because as someone who understands Renekton and Crocs, but doesn't play them, I know both of them have a lot of healing in their kit, and these are both champs that you play to a razor's edge, so sometimes I think we're going to see plays that look very dicey, and then one of them's just going to heal up back to like half health.
Yeah, that's 100% true, and I think the later this gets, the better it is for Aatrox as well.
Yeah, speaking of a little bit of a trade going on here, however, it does seem that Nectar's getting the better half of this one.
Yeah, I think they're both being pretty respectful of each other now, though. Now that they both have ultimates, I don't think they want to find out really who's got the better one. And probably just waiting for those item spike completions to see if they can get an edge. You see that jungle and support have kind of met up here for money moves, trying to secure this next
gotta be
grub.
careful here. He's gonna go ahead and
Good flash.
Brick Toast.
They're very patient, and the grubs have been started.
You're going to see one ult. We're going to see World Ender come out in response to Dominus. Let's see if anything else can happen. Xiao Di going incredibly low, but flash goes. Oh, Hollow trades it back and finds the solo kill. Returned vengeance for earlier, but now we're going to see a little bit of fight on the grubs. Bricktoast incredibly healthy. However, Zodiac comes, and we know Zodiac don't miss. And now Bricktoast is going to be left walled off from the rest of their team. However, Zach very, very healthy. But maybe they're just okay. James is going to go ahead and land. Hollow going to do the damage. No Zach pass available. Gets away with the slingshot. But Zodiac doesn't miss. He lands another seismic shove. Memersticks goes forward, and the shutdown goes over to the mid lane.
Uh-oh. Evdingus.
Evdingus might get soloed by the support here. He's going to have Mom heal him up.
Good flash.
Flashes away.
Man, the Evdingus I know would have got a straight line flash into a hook there.
So, this is the Evdingus you don't know then.
He's changed.
Okay. Well, we are going to see, I think, I'm going to go ahead and hover over one of them.
Did they get all the grubs? I was trying to click and find out. It's not showing for me.
It says they got 5 up at the top. Up at the top.
Oh, okay.
So it's 5 grubs.
Oh, they put the grubs up there.
Yeah.
Oh. The world is changing, and I'm not ready for it.
Amen. But we are going to see the dragon, again, started up here by Monkey.
Yeah, and I like this. They know what they've been playing to. They have the stronger bot lane right now. They have the bottom side of the vertical jungle.
I really wanted Memersticks to go in there and steal that.
It would be crazy. It would be so crazy.
That sounds like something someone named Memersticks would do. Tell you
Definitely. I'm sure it's happened before as well. Memersticks did opt for the Swifties, which is kind of interesting.
Right. Now, I think Less Force has taken these chickens maybe every spawn. Oh. But the ward can be spotting them out. However, Bricktoast might be in a little bit of trouble now. Zodiac, however, does get landed on top of. Is going to do aerial denial, shove away. But Teddy coming up from the bot lane here. Zodiac just going to be able to get out of there.
Yeah, I think there was a little sombrero action.
Memersticks. Oh, Memersticks, you don't want this! That's so much CC coming over the top. And Evdingus can do little but watch and look. This is boy.
This is what happens, though, playing support for Evdingus. I mean, Memersticks knows the pain. You have to make some sacrifices.
Now, are you speaking from experience?
No, I have no idea. I'm
Hollow,
trying to forget.
Looking trade on to the Renekton here, is going to go ahead and get that pullback. Uses the World Ender. Dominus comes out in response. We're going to see Q1. We're going to see Q2 set ult coming over the top. That could be huge. Xiao Di still alive for now. One more auto. Not quite going to cut it. Teddy Barox with the saving play cross map.
Yeah, not bad. And I think it's just an item completion that Xiaodi probably should have been aware of. But a good job getting away from that. The flashes were expended on the last 1v1. So just not quite enough power there to finish him off.
Mm-hmm.
Also, boot gap, right?
Yeah.
There's a full rush Profane Hydra. Definitely going to have the power to take the 1v1s, but Hollow did not have the move speed to chase down the kill.
And needs just a little bit more money to get those boots upgraded to tier 2. But, I mean, credit to both top laners. This has been a really, really fun top matchup to watch, as we are going to see TP coming out here. I think that's going to be from... Oh. Nautilus.
Yeah, Nautilus.
Nautilus TP lands the hook on the Memer sticks. Holy cow.
Yeah, you can do this as support now. It's just like if you don't feel like exhaust is good,
Okay,
Ignite is almost like
that's a little bit of trouble. Brick Toast gonna go in, will be in the middle of 3. However, Big Cheese Pizza there on the response. Zodiac comes in onto the backline, rides the wall all the way as TPs come from the sky, and Hollow begins to descend on the backline. However, the counter TP from Xiao Di is now also available, but we see all of Team Volatility money moves in the river. The other side, the monkeys are split half and half. Hook is going to land at a less force. Xiao Di looking to go forward, looking to dive in, but a beautiful area denial. Doesn't matter if Dingus gets singular popped. However, the Zac is going to go into passive, and they're going to be able to find the Renekton. Now, good front to back. Hollow's looking to stay alive. He goes down. They can't. Did they get Zac? They did. Oh, then Nautilus goes down, and then Teddy Barox able to survive.
This is closer than I thought it was.
3-4-3. I was trying to keep track of when Zac did or did not die there.
Yeah. So, oh man, I didn't even see where Renekton went down. I think that's what I mean.
This is game 1. We had some delays getting into the first match, so this is game 1.
Wow. So I still, it looked really even. The gold is still pretty even. I think it's huge that Teddy Barox got like all of the kills.
Yeah.
Just like Evdingus goes down pretty early in that fight. Definitely Zodiac is pulling a ton of that gold to the mid lane, but it's just Senna is kind of what they want that gold for in the late game, and it's been funneled.
Yeah, I don't think that either team is super unhappy with where the gold distribution ended up. However, I think, that's...
I mean, that's just really good, right? Yeah, like 3 tanks in front of a Senna.
I think, however, having this Wukong that can be slippery, go invisible, dive on the back line, there is a lot of potential for a one-shot, especially if the Hunk can find a nice flank.
Yeah, 100%. And like we talked about, there's burst as well out of the Talia if you can get a CC onto that Senna for long enough that they can get popped. Mm-hmm. That's another angle.
Looking mid lane, that first seismic shove I've seen miss. Ultimately going to be utilized there from the Orianna. Will proc Seraphs.
Yeah. And the rotations into mid lane not bearing a lot of fruit, but not a whole lot has been found on the reverse. Going to push that wave in. Senna, I don't think really wants to overextend with the big bounty on their head.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to look for this.
Force might be in a little bit of trouble. Does have the playful trickster.
And does Evdingus have AP?
Ricto's going to go in there onto Evdingus. Not going to be able to hit the gum pistol.
What?
You heard what I said. Is we're going to see another 1v1 here in the top lane. The chain pullback is going to go ahead and land, but Hollow saving the World Ender for now. Knows what happens. Zac going to go ahead and launch it up. A beautiful cancel from Meaversticks, but Meaversticks going to be shredded down. Mom coming over the top. Good damage, however, this is the Beef Boys in front. Billy Cheese Pizza going to be going incredibly low. Shut down to the back. Brick Toast trying to help him out. Teddy Barox still critically untouched, but a double kill for Lest Force.
Absolutely huge. And just a crazy good position there. None of the backline threatened, and Lest Force was free to go hunting. They do manage to pick up Brick Toast and Billy Cheese Pizza, which I think Billy Cheese Pizza had a shutdown. Brick Toast, not so much.
Yeah. Oh, Hollow with the beautiful solo kill underneath the turret. I didn't think it was going to happen. But
that's just so much damage.
So good with these chains. Just playing the tempo game out of the queues. Finds another solo kill. Retribution for what happened to him early on. Oh, but Zodiac is going to get stunned up. However, he's going to counter stun and double shove.
Huge. Yeah, that damage is coming through, and Senna really didn't catch that much of it. Still got chunked down to half.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
interested to see what Zodiac buys here. I think they have not as much money in their pocket as I thought. Um,
yeah,
actually, less for
it's just farm.
1,500 in pocket.
Oh. What do you think's next? Is it like
Sundered Sky.
Cleaver?
Sundered
Oh,
Sky.
Sundered Sky. That's fair. Yeah,
It's just Sundered
I keep
Sky.
forgetting that's a thing.
Hmm. Well, I don't know why, actually. Smolder stack check. All right, Pickle Hater. I got you. Adnigas is sitting at a crisp 148 stacks. I don't actually know the breakpoints for
Pretty
Smolder
good.
stacks.
I think 250 is the top. That's when you execute. So, or 225 even. It's like pretty insane.
Yeah. Hollow definitely going to have the leg up in this top matchup now. Knows he can just sort of go knocking on the door of this top turret.
Yeah, Hollow's playing great, and definitely surprising. Neither of them ulted in that last fight, so definitely surprising amounts of damage coming through. Now with the Brutalizer completion, is going to be even greater.
225 is
the
break point. 3 people come straight out with the answer.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
And yeah, speaking of actually golden stuff, Team Volatility money moves have gone ahead and even up the gold lead here. In fact, they have a little bit of an advantage. And we didn't even talk about how that play that they made in the bot side allowed them to break into the Drakes, but they prevented that third Drake soul point from going over to the other team and started their own stacking.
Yeah, 100%. Less Force picking up those 2 kills in the back of that fight. One of them critically being the jungler. Zach really got a lot of potency going for the steals.
Yeah, Senna's
got
sitting
that
at 67 stacks, by the way.
Okay, nice. 67 is it's 20 minutes, and that's support Senna, or like non-farming Senna. So I think that's kind of low.
I think it's pseudo-farming Senna. Ooh, okay, Brick Toast going to be here. Hollow, quite squishy with this build, but Gum Gum Pistol will not land. Okay. I think Senna has to reach a certain number of stacks, and then every 10 past there, I think, is another increment, or every 25.
Every 20.
Every 20.
Every 20 for range increases. Yeah. So I think it is just like 20 range and 10% crit. That's what it is. So right now it's like I think 120 is when you're like basically longer than Caitlyn range or something. It's pretty good.
Range not looking too shabby as of now. We'll be interested to see these scaling picks go head to head. Herald available here for Team Volatility money moves. Where do you think that's going?
That's a great question. I want to say mid makes a ton of sense, especially given that they've swapped their bottom lane to mid and have the Talia ultimate available to make that sort of play. But I don't know that that's going to be the case, as I do see Wukong walking in toward the bottom side. They're just playing for her. For the
see a little bit of fight here over the spot. Scuttle Smite's going down. Will end up going into the pocket of Brick Toast. They're just going to try and take this mid turret. No Herald needed.
Yeah. And that does complicate things a little bit because I think their setup made. Never mind. They just get the bottom tower too.
Misses the seismic shove. Has to be careful here. Here comes Brick Toast. Good flash. I mean that maybe he gets to stay alive for now.
Whoa!
Uses the ult to get out of there.
Have you ever seen an Ori ult trade for a Talia ult?
No.
In your life, that is so weird.
That's crazy.
All right, cool.
Crazy. All right, well, a little bit of a
so now we've got Wukong hovering around mid. I wonder if they'll just drop the Herald to like free up some dragon space here. It is going to be a little difficult to use at this point.
Could be a decent amount of time left on it, but
like under 2 minutes at this point, right? Yeah, I mean they could burn it. Yeah, they could rotate and try to burn it.
Seismic shove not quite going to land, but Brick Toast will be spotted.
This is so difficult because they have this beefy front line. It is just like 2 front to back comms.
Yeah, Leandri's
so actually maneuvering here.
Or Zodiac is going to help him get through that a little bit.
Yeah, and not a ton of MR picked up just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Hollow though.
Hollow did quite a bit of damage. Gonna give me on the left flank. Watch out for that.
Yeah,
Dragon
this is
available.
a proper team fight.
Here, just go ahead and start it.
See the setup. This wall is so difficult.
Zodiac trying to deny the entry. But Zodiac might get caught out. Flash forward. A beautiful hook. And that's going to be the death of the mid laner for the money moves. Meanwhile, in the back line, Brick Toast looking for the damage. Cyclone going to be used to try and buy some space, but they are doing a beautiful front to back here. Hollow forced to jump over the wall. They get the Drake, but they lose a good chunk of change.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, I think. But the implications go a little further than that because they are rushing straight to the Baron.
I have to see if they can actually pick this one up. Death timer is not the longest here. Remember,
yeah, in
still
some
alive.
way, well, Les died as well. Oh no, I didn't even notice. But the Wukong is also dead. There's no way they fight this.
They are doing this pretty fast. Yeah, but Baron does quite a bit of damage and makes you vulnerable to damage here. Will be spotted. So Hollow and Evdingus are going to be looking to contest. Big Cheese Pizza not going to get caught out just yet. Meeper Sticks on the flank. But so far they're just dancing. They're not going to be full committing to this fight just yet, and they are going to go ahead and get the Baron. Now we're going to have to see if the fight happens. Leah walling, but it doesn't quite go as planned. Hollow gets shut down, and yeah.
The Hunk went for it. I don't know if they had ultimate there. Seemed a little ambitious.
Does look like World Ender was up. Or maybe came up post-death. Oh,
but
now, rooted, stunned. This looks like it might be a dead Zac. Execute range is going to be available now for Smolders. Probably hit the stacks. And
Beaver Sticks.
Beaver Sticks jumps into the Herald. But, oh, a beautiful pushback into the stun. Mom coming up the top. This might be dangerous. A double kill for Evdingus. Now, Big Cheese Pizza is going to be the next one targeted. If they die there... this is looking really, really dicey for the side of Monkey.
I just didn't think Evdingus could do that much damage already, but he just sure can.
Yeah.
He is, he's queuing.
The fight
and the attacks, yeah, they hurt. I'm wondering, I mean, there's not a lot of armor built up, but there is no pen on this Smolder, so that actually, against tanks, is going to go up, that damage. It's a scary prospect. Yeah, at this point, I mean, I was pretty worried for Team Volatility when Zodiac went down.
Yep.
I didn't even realize Les went down, and then that Baron exchange looked even worse. But you have to look at the scaling because both of these teams have front to back, and they have the late game scaling ADCs.
Yeah,
right?
So we're sitting at 262 stacks on the Smolder, 80 on the Senna.
Okay. So 80 on the Senna still low, not quite at that late game point. Smolder, though, has the stacks at least that you want to see to really be dishing a lot more damage. So I guess it's a matter of, like, will Team Monkey be able to hold out until Senna hits, like, 40 more stacks?
Keep talking. Make it sound like an epic fight.
Make it, wait. Like...
There's going to be an epic
80
battle. You're setting up the scene. Yeah.
Okay. Senna just, holds down the fortress, the massive cannon that she has, building up her items, her strength, as her teammates are falling around her. And at the critical moment, at the climax of the battle, hits the spike, absolutely crushing through the backline. Evdingus crumbles and shrieks in peril.
Looking to defend this turret here. They've been going on to Zodiac underneath the turret. Questioning advance is going to be used to lock them in place. Zodiac's going to fall, but lots of damage is coming back because of Mom. Evdingus here.
Yeah, never mind.
Brick's toast.
They're just going to kill someone.
Yeah. That was good, though. I was playing the epic music, so I'm going to go and clip that later.
Nice, okay. Yeah, Zodiac needs to be a little bit more cautious. Zodiac should be a little bit more cautious with this positioning, though. This is the second time that the front-to-back teams have found the back in the front.
Yeah.
That's just not what you want to see.
We are going to have some armor pen picked up here for Evdingus. We're going to see a flash forward. They're going to take this fight over the wall. Lots of damage going there onto Teddy Barracks. Teddy Barracks has to run. However, the counter punch is huge. Hollow in the back end does manage to find the priority target. Let's Force now going to cyclone onto all three. Can they do it? 10 to 2v3. The Aatrox Qs are absolutely massive. Over the wall, Beer Cheese Pizza is going to be found out. And now left alone, the slingshot going to be utilized to try and escape. But Brick Toast is going to fall. Let's Force and Hollow from nowhere take it down.
Absolutely disgusting. I thought that Teddy Barrocks had it there. When Evdingus goes over the wall, they find what they thought was a pick, and just so much damage actually already comes out from the Senna on 3 items. But on the backside, the Hunk Hollow has what they need. Absolute destruction and less force, not to be left out of the fight, gets the biggest 3-man of their life. They are going to be rewarded with the 3rd Drake for their side, putting them on Soul Point.
Yeah. I mean, that was a beautiful fight. It was punch, counter punch, counter punch. And my goodness, the squishies on both of these teams fall so quickly in comparison to their tanky brethren.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the positioning is just going to matter here. Because these tanks, mind you, they do damage still. You know, especially if you don't have any resist or defensive stats. They're just going to cut you down. You'll cut them down faster, but only if you can hit.
Mm-hmm.
See, what is Senna at after all this? Because I know there were a lot of champion drops. They give a couple more.
91.
91. Okay, that's
go at
really slow.
16.
Wow. Okay, and I think after, and chat's gonna know this because I don't, but I think after that you get more damage on the procs.
Wait, they did. Wukong actually, Less Force did build the Black Cleaver instead of the. Oh, they're gonna go in again onto Teddy Barrocks, and they're gonna be able to find it at the beginning of the fight. That's absolutely a disaster for Monkey. Brick Toast gonna be the next person targeted up. However, very very tanky. Cyclone gonna be utilized there. Ooh, good ultimate coming out here from Billy Cheese Pizza. However, Brick Toast still gonna go ahead and fall. Zhao Di now on the back line, but they got what they came for. They can just walk away.
Yeah, and Teddy Barrocks just gets found in the jungle. It's not their jungle anymore. They probably will be rewarded with the Baron.
Yeah.
Or Team Volatility money moves.
As I like to call them, Team Volatility.
Yeah, I almost did it.
I think their first split, I called them Volatility.
Veracity, something else.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and just send 2 members over the wall, deal with Zhao Di, prevent them from even thinking about contesting that Baron, and maybe pick themselves up a kill for their troubles. Mega Dog 1324. This is flat, not flat. Sorry, Emerald average.
Is it that high?
Financial? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I play in the league.
I think financial is supposed to be E2 average, and then executive is D2 average.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is financial. Okay. I'm playing way over what I should be, huh?
You have 2 executive championships.
That's a different time. That's years ago.
So you're admitting on stream that you're washed.
Yes. There's absolutely no doubt. 100%. No, you were talking about this cleaver pickup for Lest, though. I actually kind of like it. They're playing into 3 tanks, and Lest is probably mostly going to be hitting those tanks. So, not the worst choice that you can make, I think. They do have the Baron. See where they want to use it. I see 2 solo laners in the solo lanes. So 1-3-1 so far the move. Although a little bit of support going to be thrown down on this bot side as they're aware of the 4-man stack on the bot side for Team Monkey.
Yep. And lane now up slightly more towards the top side. Looking to
Dingus.
help out Hollow with his top turret. Yep, gonna just... All that Dingus needs to do is just breathe on them. And Zodiac is gonna be found in the mid lane. However, the counter punch is gonna be the stun up, going over the top. That's so much value from that area denial, and now Cyclone going in onto the front, a beautiful front to back. Memer Sticks buying some space. Nautilus, though, not going to die for a really long time. However, from the top side comes Hollow and Evdingus. Flash over the wall there, looking for blood. Billy Cheese Pizza goes down. Brick Toast is going to be next. Evdingus flashing over the wall. Gets a double kill.
Wow.
And I think that's going to be game 1 for Team Volatility.
These guys are 6?
No, they're 3rd.
Yo!
It's first,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, I switched them in my head. I'm 6th. We're the same score.
Ooh, man. All right. Well, honestly, beautiful game. Very excited for the series. Would not be surprised at all if next game goes the other way.
Yeah. So what I'll say is Team Volatility played some really, really tricky fights extremely well. But they did put themselves in a lot of really weird and tricky positions that I think with a different team comp, Team Monkey would abuse.
Mm-hmm.
So draft in the next game or two is going to matter a lot, I think.
Yeah, and credit where credit is due. Bingo Man coming it down, top DPS in the game, 35K.
Yeah. And a great job from Evdingus getting those stacks. I think Smolder is one of those champions that a lot of people say, oh, he's OP right now, whatever. But it's a new champion, and taking the time to actually learn how to best use the new champion is something on its own.
Yeah. Okay, I think my friends list has been bugged recently.
Okay.
Because, I know that you're online, and you're in my good people tab.
Nice. I like that.
But you're not showing up there. But you
Mine's
do.
called Nerds. I just put
Mm,
you in Nerds.
that was my term of endearment for my friends when I was an undergrad.
Oh, yeah.
Does look like the teams will be switching sides.
I lost all my schmeckles.
All of them?
No, I mean I have a lot, loads, tons more, so much more. Um, way more. I have way more.
Didn't you make some deal with a mob boss? Get those?
Uh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Check DMs.
Okay. Um. So Hollow hitting us with the Prime subscription, saying "Guh." The hunk coming in chat themselves. Thank you so much for the Prime. You know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the Denny's in Vermont, talk to our buddy Todd. Pancakes or waffles are on us. Every time if Dingus gets a kill, we take shots. What do you think
How do I
about that?
highlight my message and reply?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think I can. You too, Evdingus. You too.
Alrighty. Well, what
Your
draft
uncle learned it. I did.
adaptations, or do you think this is a rare occasion where Monkey should just go ahead and do a salty runback?
I think there is no world where the salty run back is the correct decision here.
Okay.
Um, and there's a few reasons for that. I do like their draft in the first place, into I guess the team identity that Team Volatility has, but I don't like it into the team that Team Volatility drafted. Um, there's a few reasons for that. I think the top lane we saw be kind of problematic. I think they also drafted a team comp that didn't have the kind of agency that you would want into a team that has a smolder, um, and just kind of the tools that Team Volatility had. So I would like to see them draft something that just got a little bit more proactive without the drawbacks that we saw from champions like Renekton and Zac in their respective roles in terms of just late game damage, proactivity, things like that, given their counterparts.
Yeah. But we do actually have some additional information. Oh, hey, Pat, don't the waffles. And if you saw that, that would be my cat Phantom, originally named Danny.
Yeah, that
Uh,
makes sense.
they're
Yeah.
doing a swap.
Like a player swap?
Zhao D is going jungle, and Brick Toast is going top.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Now I know there's some smack talkers in chat. They're not saying anything now, but I know some people are thinking this. Oh, you swap it away from the matchup. Like this is a twofold, potentially good decision. There are champion pool differences between players, which is the first kind of main idea of this usually. But on top of that, Through a series, one of the advantages you gain by playing against a team is learning how they play, right? You
Mm-hmm.
don't just learn champion tendencies, you learn actual player tendencies in matches, right? So if you have this ability to swap players between roles, it does grant you a kind of edge because you take information away from the enemy while potentially you preserve it for yourselves.
Yeah.
So as long as you make them aware of it, this is a totally fair game in the league. But it does have its advantages. It also totally has its drawbacks, right? You just played a game on the role, and now you're not playing that role. Like, so you
Right.
kind of have to like re-warm up a little bit.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see what the champ pool differences are like, and everything. Waiting on a draft link.
Okay, good. You haven't gotten it either.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and ask for it actually.
Yeah, I would ask if Dingus, but he's not going to tell me.
Well, what if you just ask less for us instead?
I could, but it's a lot less entertaining for me if I do that. So I'll
Someday,
probably just get it.
I still want to co-cast with Dingus purposefully when he's very tired, so that he falls asleep.
He's just gonna go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a whole thing that happened, right? There was a sleep stream.
But do you remember what we did for that?
No, I don't think I was part of a league when that happened.
He fell asleep in game 2 and he was streaming. So
Mhm.
there was a game 3 and me and my other co-caster just went to his like the other co-caster's Twitch channel to stream the third game. Like because we could not like get the stream itself into the lobby for the third
Mhm.
game. Season 4 CEO finals.
Classic.
Yeah, that's right.
Classic. Wait, isn't season 4 is not the season you won, right? Oh, you won
Um,
executive that season,
I didn't.
right?
I wasn't in CEO. Yeah,
Back, maybe it's time we return to CEO.
you think so?
I don't know. Fun.
Dude, CEO back then was
Because
awesome
I mean,
because
executive
like,
is basically CEO now. Thing.
yeah, it just that there was so much personality with like, a lot of these like old guard LBLCS guys. It's just so cool. We didn't really lose that. It's just like the league is so much bigger now that there's a lot less of a spotlight on it.
Gotcha.
It's like out of necessity though. Like I mean,
We gotta let more people play the game.
yeah, we sure do.
All right, we are all ready for draft. It seems like getting started up here. There was
Yeah,
also
I
a
should
game
click on the link.
for GG.
It was a mess.
Um,
Yeah, we do
now
have the draft rolling. Nice.
Evdingus wanted you to drink, but didn't do the
No.
proper thing.
Oh no. So I know there's an it takes two thing, but like when we duoed, we just say drink, and then both of us,
I'm just gonna go ahead and hit you with the 10 myself out of my own pocket.
Okay. Yeah, you got this. All right.
Um,
I'll count it down. You just keep going.
yeah. So we are gonna see Ivern band away here. That's gonna be the first one. Ziggs so far pretty similar to the game one draft. Yone gonna be coming out next. Jinx, bot focused bands from the money moves, and mid jungle focused bands here from the money.
What do you think they're so scared of with this Jinx ban?
Um, I think it's pretty clear that Monkey does like to play around their ADC as sort of a carry player. So if you have a champion like Jinx where you get those resets that accelerate the fights, I think that could be bad. I think some of the counter punches we saw in that first game don't happen if instead of a Senna, it's a Jinx who's sprinting around. Smolder are going to be banned out.
Yeah, I like the Smolder ban. And this tells us that they took blue side and they weren't thinking of first picking that, so they must have something else in mind.
Yeah.
And the strategy for the bans don't seem to have changed much for volatility. So we'll see what that's going to be here. It's just Nautilus right away. I don't know.
Nautilus was good game one.
Yeah. So this doesn't necessarily hint directly at the Senna, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Does have Dingus
but
play
yeah,
Senna?
can. I don't know if it's a. I know Memer Sticks would be happy with that because Memer Sticks was not originally a support player, so there's definitely some solo lane like blood running in those veins that could activate it at a moment's notice.
Nocturne going to be the pickup here for Team Volatility money moves. I think that was previously banned. That's going to be a little bit of that global presence.
Yeah, this is earlier than I normally like to see it, but I trust in Less Force, so I'm not too like unhappy to see it. Santa takeaway. Okay, you called it.
Yep.
And this makes it make less sense to me though, because Nocturne really doesn't have a target yet. So what happens if they just draft pretty safe from here?
I think if they draft pretty safe, I mean, you could probably cook with a Nocturne build and build like crit anti tank. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I
like
guess. I don't know if it's ideal, but it's probably fine.
probably cook up a Nocturne build that does good. Kaisa Nautilus. That is
Kaisa
actually a
feels
classic
great.
combo. Yeah.
Yeah, feels great here. This is one of the things I was worried about. Um, so yeah, already Kaisa pretty slippery for Nocturne to stay on. Gonna be tricky. I like that pick. See, maybe Jungle is gonna come next here. What do you think?
Mm, well, it's hard to say because we have a different player who will be
Oh,
slotting
true.
into the jungle here. The question is, nope, that's going to be mid Ari.
I kind of like it. I think that they leave a lot open right now by just taking the Ari. That three that they've already picked is super versatile, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already have some engage from the Nautilus, so you're not like hard guaranteeing that you need some like tank engage top or jungle. Um, you've got the Kaisa who has flexibility in the build as far as damage type, and then you've got Ari who is great as a mobility mage and also great as like a you know pick activator, but totally fine in a team fight. So I think they have left the door wide open as far as how they want to round this out. Being on blue side, I think that's pretty good. Senna Kench, right away, pretty sure bot lane, right?
Yep.
Could, I guess, be hollows, but probably not in my mind.
Mm, yeah. Now, trying to think what I pick if I pick jungle here, because the TK does complicate things a little bit. Because obviously, what you pick to kill a Senna and what you pick to kill a TK can be a little bit different. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm playing jungle here, I slam Vi because I'm a Vi one trick, but also because
Right.
Vi parries very well with Ari. Both of you can sort of dive in on the back line. Vi also has that point and click onto the ADC if you're indexing around the Senna, which so far it looks like you are.
Can I tell you
And
who I like?
yeah.
Diego.
Yeah.
That's who I like. Also, Wukong feels okay. I don't know. Um, I just don't think that that's like that top tier. Diego looks pretty good to me though.
Yeah. Someone calling out in chat, Monkeys better ban Aatrox after we saw Hollow's performance on it last game. They opt not to, instead banning away the Talia and the Gwen.
Yeah, I mean there is also the possibility of a pick away. I like the Oriana not
I
showing that top matchup.
love the Oriana.
I'll tell you though right away, this is like kind of what Monkeys played last game. Right?
Uh,
It's different because they have the Nocturne throwing in, but and they have more safety on their Senna with a TK. But a
do
lot of
you
the same
think do you
stuff.
think there's any element of this that's this the flex of you played it, so now we're gonna play it and show you?
No. I'm guaranteeing you that 90% of the draft is less force and the other 10% is like split between maybe Hollow and Zodiac. Because bot
Hmm.
lane's not thinking at all right now. Um, so it's- I don't think less force has that much ego.
Sure,
So
sure.
no way.
Braga is gonna be the pickup. Now that could go top or jungle here.
I
Would
think
expect it to be top.
it feels top. It does feel top. And Brick Toast being a top and jungle player apparently, it makes a lot of sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chow D, I don't really know what the move would be
Renekton
here.
in
We talked
jungle.
about what we want to see. That is the Wukong. It's still
Honestly,
a question mark.
yeah, both of these can go either place, which I think might be partially their intent. I think Hollow's waiting to see, is Renekton good here? Is Aatrox good here? but you can't quite pin it down.
I feel like Renekton is safe here, right? I don't think the matchups are that bad.
Asante
Yeah.
gonna be locked in.
That is good here, I think. It's probably not winning against like either of these matchups by any stretch, but I don't think it's like hard losing either. So it's probably fine.
Yeah, it has mobility to keep up. Monkeys here have a really mobile team comp.
Yeah. And this is exactly what I was saying I want to see them do. I don't want to see them do the same front to back where they can't access the scaling late game carries, right?
All right. Now, can you give me your best epic narration, as if you're narrating like a medieval history about a battle, in terms of how these two comps play out?
Okay. I'm going to start with a little bit of a history lesson about last game, right? Last game started with some unexpected action. The fires of the two teams' rage breaking out. We saw bot lane deaths in a scaling matchup, 1v1. We saw mid laners kind of positioning across from each other as the junglers took a vertical jungle path and split the map down the middle. And as everything culminated, we saw that Monkeys had the advantage in the early game. Coming into the mid game with 2 Drakes, being able to steal away a grub, and into the mid game had the lead. But Monkeys didn't see the smolder coming, burning their team's lead bit by bit as the stacks grew. And into the late game, we found that Team Volatility had an advantage and took the game away. Now, moving into this new matchup, the war rages on. And we see a total change in the strategy from Team Monkeys. They have built up a team comp that can dive in, pick targets, and find the vulnerabilities, the weaknesses in Team Volatility money moves strategy. They have built up this fortress, the safety behind the tanks, the Cassante, the Tom Kench. They have their carry, Evdingus, who we saw unafraid to dive in, even with this squishy 80 carry. But now the game has changed. What do you expect to see? I don't know.
I think it's just Dingo Man and his 4 little helper boys. That's what I think.
he just messaged me. He said,
"Yeah, what did he say? I want to hear it."
What do you think he said? One word.
One word. Drink.
Yeah. You know what that means, right?
You got to drink.
Yeah, but he does too.
Oh, I see. So it's a kind of like you shoot yourself in the foot at the same time, sort of thing.
Classic Evdingus. Yeah, that's exactly how we roll.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I haven't seen the TV Money Moves logo before, and I'm looking at it now. It is way too cute for this team.
You want something more vicious?
I mean? No, just way goofier, like, and dumb looking. You know what I mean?
You don't think Poros are a little bit dumb?
No, like, that could be. I don't actually have any evidence to support that. Other than they, like, will eat cookies until they explode. Yeah, no, they are kind of dumb, huh? Okay, there's 31k on Team Monkey. I don't have that much left in the tank. So, I really hope Evdingus can carry this one. Did we get another hunk?
Nope.
Okay, so we've still got Hollow.
Still on Hollow.
I wonder, do you think we should switch that to just be a one-game limit on Hunk?
Interesting. We could, but I kind of liked when Hunk first came out, having, like, what I would do is if I was casting again, is I would be like, well, the Hunk is still this person who's not playing at all, right? So maybe we just need to keep better track of who the Hunk is. So it's like,
oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
You know, like, if you have enough schmeckles, you just make yourself the Hunk for the whole week.
Yeah.
And then we talk about it in, like, community channel or whatever.
Or just, like, make it a part of a game that the Hunk's not in. You know, just be like, you know, like they won the dragon fight and like
Without the hunk.
Yeah, and then you name drop them like has completely carried the game.
Man, crazy that Hollow's not playing in this econ game that we're gonna watch.
Yeah, but I'm sure he coached this team that's winning. Yeah.
Only
I mean,
teams.
there's angles.
There's schlangles.
I'm not gonna ask.
Okay, we got less money in the pot this time, but actually, interestingly, more money on Monkey, even though they just lost.
I think chat's on my side with this, that the team comp feels better. It might not like 100% all day be better, but it feels better for Monkey. It's going to depend a lot on build, actually, the more that I look at this, right? Like, there are 4 out of 5 champions here that I feel like have a lot of versatility with the items they can buy. And making the right choices step by step through the game is going to like really impact their performance.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Monkey have more threat, I think. Like,
yeah,
if gold
raw
is
damage.
Just going random places, monkeys have a better shot of it being on someone who can more influentially impact the game.
Yeah.
That being said, Nocturne Ori is a dirt nasty combination. Because
it's gross.
So Oriana
DK
Ball,
well.
right? It will follow Nocturne past the tether range. And Nocturne moves fast enough that you can get that ult off at an unreasonably far distance.
Yes, it's almost invisible because the darkness is also affecting it, right? So, yeah, I was going to say that there's a ton of mobility on the side of Team Monkey, and I think that's going to help them a lot dealing with the Nocturne. But if they can't see a CC flying at them and it hits enough of them, that mobility will not matter. So it is going to be a lot of execution there between Lest and Zodiac to land those combos. But if you want to look at somebody to execute something on the Money Moves team, those are the two that you trust.
I'm very excited to watch this game.
This is a banger. The drafts already look good. These two teams were not holding anything back in game 1. So I'm expecting big things. I really want to see like a Teddy Barox redemption as well because Kais is such an explosive champion.
Sure.
And honestly, like the game 1 performance was good. Just ended in a loss. And Evdinga's definitely like the major proponent of that win for Money Moves. So, you want to look at the direct counterpart to carry the next game, right?
Yeah. And I think as well, something to point out is last game, both teams had infinite scaling. This game, that is not the case. So I'm very excited to see the proactivity that Monkey are going to bring to the table, given that they're on the clock a little bit.
Yeah, I think the other point from last game that I think is going to be very different in this one is that Lest was the one that initiated that vertical jungling. With the Wukong into the Zac. We see kind of the opposite thing here, where I think Lest has the less proactive jungler for the early stages. And I just don't think we're going to see vertical jungle this game.
All right. Call out for no vertical jungle.
What do you got? Call out for a little time check here?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Thank
26,
you. Oh, there's a little treat there.
Yeah, he got his hands on a catapult.
Oh.
And
I know what that's for.
He just likes to launch himself out of it every now and then.
Yeah, because he can turn into a bat. So he like better. It's fun. That the lore is a little too deep right now for the count, I think.
I at some point I'm gonna write a full short story about the count.
Yeah, his like midday activities when he's stuck inside, or like yeah.
The count and Mighty go to brunch, an animated adventure.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You said that the coffee was like a little, perhaps a little bit like metallic,
Mm-hmm.
but I only put the blood in his.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe you
Yeah.
got poisoned.
Huh?
Huh? Probably fine.
Yeah.
In any case, we are going to see a Raptors solo start from Less4, so no information will be given over to the enemy team for that. Meanwhile, we've got the bot to top for Xiao Di again. So Brick Toast going to be getting a little love in the top early on.
Hold on. Somebody in chat is saying that the monkeys logo is huge. It is a little larger than that.
It is pretty big. I will say, I think if I overlay them, they're about the same size. It's just like the like little banner.
Border. Yeah, the border is bigger.
And also there's finer details. I mean, we don't think anything's gonna happen.
I'll keep an eye out. Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
So far the junglers are being shown, but this bot lane, man, you never know.
I'll size up the other one a little bit. There. Yeah, we just got some farming in bot lane. We're just vibing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the push this time, if Dingus and Memer Sticks are pushing in, I think they're going to behave themselves under the turret. So we shouldn't see anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more concerned with this mid lane matchup. I know Ari isn't going to be able to do too much in the early stages, other than just kind of keep the wave wherever they want, because that Q does so much damage. But
I didn't touch the monkey logo. They're saying it looks bigger.
no, it's the same size, guys. It's the other one that is grown.
I just evened them. I evened them out.
Nothing happens in the top right or left of the screen anyway. It's chill.
True.
It's good.
I have seen people who will play lock screen, but instead of your character being in the center of the screen, it's like bottom left or top right.
Horrible. I can't do it. I mean, I get it, right? Like, I just can't do it.
Any case, it's gonna be a little bit of a sleepy early game. I'm gonna see Wukong just full clearing. That's just gonna be a little light slappage in the top lane. You know,
a little upset that Hollow went for the Cassante. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like as a Hunk fan, I wanted to see something maybe more aggressive, especially with the counter pick. Like, I guess it wasn't a true counter pick because they weren't 100% sure about the matchup. But
right, to Monkey's credit, ooh, huge hook is gonna go ahead and land onto Evdingus. However, Memer Sticks can be able to dive in there.
Big trade back,
and pretty even.
Yeah. I think the sustain is slightly to the advantage of Team Volatility's bot lane, but it doesn't matter that much. So, not yet, at least.
Yeah,
Once they run out of potions.
Now, this is interesting. This is farming Senna.
Yes. I think it's good. You don't really yeah, support gets crazy amounts of gold now, but you don't really care. You know, you still want more gold on your Senna.
Yeah,
I think you need to be like full no farm for a long time, like until like 80 stacks, to really justify the full support Senna. You know.
Sure. Yeah. The other thing is, if Senna can actually move into the jungle at all, jungle camps drop so many Senna stacks.
Yeah. And again, that's like if you're support. Like, if your quote-unquote support Kench can just farm in your lane, you can also roam off and do that.
Brick Toast is getting the hunk pretty low here in top lane, also low on mana.
Yeah, and I think this makes sense. Normally, Cassante weak against the Gwens, the cannons, the AP damage dealers that can kind of control the lane early. I think Gragas doesn't quite do the same thing, but it's close.
Yeah. Ooh, this might be trouble. No, not quite. It does look like Wukong over here is Xiao Di just going to go ahead and start up That dragon will be spotted out by less force, but with no bot lane, no contest can be had. Level 5 still here for the junglers. Level 6s are starting to be hit for the solo lanes.
Yeah, and I think they're going to just let this Drake go. Less force will hit this and kind of take a peek, though, at least see it.
Yeah, but if he gets found, that could be disastrous.
Yeah, he's kind of in the wrong place.
Looks for the mid lane. Billy Cheese Pizza might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, uses the ulti to dash away.
Yeah, so Les did not have 6, but Zodiac did. And I think that's a good usage of the ultimate from Billy Cheese Pizza here. Almost called him Billy Cheese Cake. Made me want cheesecake. We'll see both junglers, I think, are going to be up on this top side now, and the contest is going to break out for these Void Grubs. Although right now it's just a Scuttle Crab that's being collected.
Yeah.
Actually, Wukong is going to take the reset first, so that gives some time.
Absolutely able to take these grubs very quickly, as we're going to see some little bombage in the top lane.
Yeah, I see this a lot, though, where, like, one team will get a Drake, and they just kind of assume they have to give the grubs. I don't really feel like that was the case here.
No, it wasn't, but a lot of times when you're playing around that side of the map, there's other things on that side of the map you want to do. There's other resources to take, and so by the time you get all the way back up to the grubs, they're gone.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think as well, the mid lane like mishaps that were going on just kind of threw a wrench in all the
Big hook
plans.
is going to be landed on Dev Dingus again. However, nice exhaust there from Mirror Sticks onto Teddy Bear. They keep the AD carry safe.
Yeah, and this is we've seen this already, but once again, Evdingus is going to just kind of keep the support on their toes as far as what he's allowing to hit him.
He says, "You're responsible for my actions. I'm not responsible for my actions."
Yeah, that's the typical. That's how it goes. That's the pattern.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
Honestly, though, Memer Sticks has done a very good job of babysitting, and really holding it down. Evdingus a surprisingly low number of deaths in these games.
Yeah, Evdingus, to his credit, playing Pike quite well in this series, taking it seriously.
Yeah, yeah. It's because they're like last in the standings.
We haven't had a kill in a long time, and I think that speaks to a little bit of an advantage here for the side of Team Volatility money moves.
I'm not convinced.
Ooh, comma.
Yeah, I think the deal here is, I'd actually prefer to see this continue for Team Monkey.
Well, we're going to see it dive in. It is going to go ahead and land. However, the Nautilus counterpunch is going to be big. Eat up.
No.
Going to go huge, and here comes Less Force flying in on the Nocturne. That's going to be heal utilized. Fear is still going to land, though. Teddy Bear going incredibly low. Flash underneath the turret for the the Nautilus. Nautilus going to be taken down. Memer Stick's going to take a couple of turret shots. Maybe one too many. Nope. Going to have a nice little gray health shield. That is a beautiful play from Team Volatility. Money moving it on down bot lane.
Yeah, just as I was saying, I wanted to see this passivity continue until the item spikes come through for Team Monkey. They are going to go in.
Ult forward here onto the mid lane. Zodiac's going to go ahead and get out charmed into a Cyclone. Flash away is going to be good. A beautiful ultimate's going to mean that Jetty might actually die. Forced to flash away from the turret. One more turret shot.
Nice.
Not going to find the counter punch. Billy Cheese Pizza will end up getting the kill.
Yeah, Billy Cheese Pizza just saved that play super hard. Nice charm to start it off. And it was a little close to the turret, but they make it work out. They kind of repay that bottom lane kill in kind in the mid lane. And I think they're going to perform even better than that as they hit these item spikes. It's yet to be seen what the builds are really going to shape into, but I think we're already seeing that Teddy Bear is not going to opt for that like popular mana immune into AP build for the Kaisa. This is going to be a more traditional crit build. And I don't hate to see that because they have a lot of magic damage sources from mid and top.
Yeah, and you got some pretty beefy boys you're going to have to get through here. Namely your Cassante and your Memer Sticks.
Yeah, 100%.
Or your Hunk. You got to hunk through the hunk. The hunk don't go down unless you get a chunk. You know?
Yeah, I don't know if I could process all that, to be honest. I like it. Hollow Radiance on Hollow is going to get picked up right away here.
Yeah.
So, kind of fitting the name. I like to see it, but down a little bit of CS. Not going to matter much now, but I think that's going to continue to.
Ooh, okay. Tama's going to have to be careful here. Finds a good hook out of the wall, but will end up being rooted out. Uses the Nautilus ult. A nice dodge means Evdingus is the only one who's going to be knocked up. And that Ori ult is going to seal the deal. Teleport, however, coming out here. Hollow available, though, and just goes straight all out on their lane opponent. Brick flashes over the wall, looks for the kill, but a beautiful eat there from Memersix going to keep the Senna alive. However, Charm means not too much going to happen on the back end, but I think this Dragon is going to go over to the Money Mover.
Yeah, and speaking of movement, there was a lot of movement going on there. People were flying all over the place. Hollow took somebody to bot lane, and then they went back to mid.
They're going to find the smite, but Jouti is available. They could counterpunch.
Yeah, TP back to top. There are pings going down on these grubs. See if there's any contest here. I don't think there will be, but this would make 6 grubs, right?
No.
Oh, no, other way. It's 3-3 now.
3-3. It would be 3-3 if they get them all. Which it looks like they will.
That's cool. So they just actually did just trade drag for grubs both ways.
Drag for grubs and grubs for drag. The notable exception of a little bit more kill money in the pocket of Team Volatility. Team Volatility.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, the gold is shaping up to look pretty good for Team Volatility here.
Less Force might be cut out in the jungle here. Is going to be rooted up. We'll finish off that Raptor camp for good measure. Ult not available. Flash is. Billy Cheese Pizza is going to go forward. Charm's going to land, but Fear is going to go off. Not going to be enough, though. Billy Cheese Pizza takes down the Lest Force.
Yeah, Team Monkey really needs this. We want to see a lot more of these happening. That was a great play from the Nautilus, actually walking out of lane and finding something in the mid lane, or in the jungle, rather, but gifting that kill over to Billy Cheese Pizza, who I think has been performing extremely well in this Ahri so far.
Yeah. We're going to see a little bit of a fight here. Brick Toast taking a good chunk of damage from the Hunk there.
Yeah, definitely. And the Hunk, having that MR built up, is going to be able to sustain a lot better in this matchup. I do kind of like the atomization. Oh, Lest is going to contest for this red. We'll find it. No problem there. But I like this itemization from Gragas. In this matchup, you kind of expect that once the Cassante is tanky, it's just not really going to be a kill anymore. So just building something that is going to allow them to be a frontline in these fights while still having that damage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And just need to see the Clip's going to be the first item here for Lest Force.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Nocturne builds right now. I feel like Profane Hydra.
Go, what's it called? Experimental Hexplate.
Oh, that definitely.
So this is
you're 100% right.
More of a skirmishing build than a full ultimate commit build.
Yeah. I don't know if I like it better in this particular game then.
I think
it just like
I'm not
bursty lethality.
That would be a great question to ask if we end up interviewing Lest Force. We are going to see a little bit of play on the top side here. The Hunk going to be 1v2ing. He's going to go all out over that wall, taking Brick Toast to Narnia, getting out of dodge of the enemy jungler. However, the Hunk wants more. The Hunk doesn't want it to end because here comes Lest Force over the top. However, Ahri's going to go ahead and ultimate. Senna's here as well. That's damage going over the top. Hollow's going to go really, really low. Will get taken down, but Billy Cheese Pizza is going to be the target. Gets chomped up and gets taken down. That's going to be a 1-for-2 in favor of Team Volatility.
Yeah, I got really nervous looking at that re-engage after the really nice disengage with the ultimate out of the Hunk. Taking them all the way back behind the turret. And then walking back in 1v2, but it was actually 2v or 4v2. Start that off. Everybody comes to the party.
Yeah.
We'll be rewarded with this Herald in pickup. And on the bottom side, not to be forgotten, Teddy Bear is going to start pushing this down. We'll get the TP answer from Hollow.
Yeah, absolutely. Good use that global pressure. And I was worried about the Nocturne at the beginning But I do actually think the combination of the Eclipse with how these ultimates have been playing out, mean that Lust Force is absolutely just sort of allowed to play as this invisible second man, as it were.
Yeah, yeah, and I think very early on we saw that mistake made by the bottom lane as well. Kind of going for that fight, extending a little bit onto a trade, and Kai'Sa ult was committed, and then Nocturne came in immediately after.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Dragon gonna be up in these 22 seconds. Hey, you want to go ahead and read out that copy pasta?
Oh Jesus, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. We're going to see a hook there onto Zodiac. Zodiac gets taken down, but here comes the silence. A beautiful shockwave is going to mean that Zodiac is able to walk out of there. Less Force diving into the bot lane. Xiao Di going to be in a little bit of trouble. Tama is going to go down first. Billy Cheese Pizza, however, counter diving in the bot side. Evdingus trying to finish him off. Will be able to get that down with the turret. Of range, he's got Teddy Bear Ox flashing over the wall. However, a big frog's coming for you. And Xiao Di has to use the playful trickster to escape. Brick Toast could not be present for that fight.
Yeah, and it really does suck because the hunk...
Oh, however, he can be present for this fight. A nice eat from Memer Stick's going to mean that he dies, but Evdingus gets to live. However, that's going to be 2 beef boys onto your Senna, and now the hunk is 1v2 trying to find the counter kill, but a double kill for Xiao Di, and Brick Toast lands it.
Yeah, and I think they're proving right here, right now, that swap, top jungle, can pay off. They just showed a lot of mastery on those two champions.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be 3-0-4 now here on this Wukong for Xiao Di.
Yeah, it was looking pretty worrisome, as we've been saying. The scaling should advantage Team Volatility going into the later game. I did see Teddy Bear doing a lot of damage there. But Team Volatility seemed to be finding a lot of these fights where just the top laner can't join faster than the hunk. Oh, big hook here maybe? Billy Cheese with the charm.
Taking a lot of damage. Shockwave doesn't quite land on a Billy Cheese Pizza. Memer Stick's forced to use the Grey Health, but that's going to be 5v2. Ooh, Charm lands underneath the turret. Beautiful there. Tama not quite able to get the hook.
Yeah, I like that they're looking for more there, though. Really good find to start it off. You have that Ahri, and Ahri just provides that like guaranteed follow-up.
And gold now, it is in the favor of Monkey.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. They're up Drakes. They're up gold. They don't quite have the advantage that I think they would want to see, but they still have more spikes to come. I mean, Kai'Sa really hasn't hit the breakpoints yet, where you're getting multiple evolves. And then on top of that, like we have already seen what Brick Toast is doing on this Gragas when the fights actually happen anywhere near them. So potential to knock out the carries, and Kench can only eat one of them. So that AoE can really, really provide.
Yeah. We'll have to see what ends up happening here. However, Evdingus going to be situated quite well here on the Senna. 7,000 gold in their pocket. He's going to be, I believe, shocked. The richest member in the game.
Yeah, Evdingus farming well, rare. Playing respectfully,
rare.
Impossible.
Oh.
Unheard of. Oh, here we go.
Sure. Okay, we're going to see a little bit of dive here on the bot lane. Zodiac taking a lot of damage. But a beautiful shockwave and the counter punch comes through for Lust Force. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we're going to see Hollow go all out, trying to hunk through Brick Toast. But Brick Toast has a good chunk of change and damage for themselves. However, this tower might not last too long. Ult going to be utilized. Hollow seemingly not super deterred here on the Cassante. But, Brick Toast able to find the barrel that puts him to the bottom of the sea.
That is the double-edged sword of going all out, though. Losing a lot of that tankiness.
The turret going to be picked up, though.
Yeah, and I liked kind of the angle that the hunk was taking up there, having that top turret pretty low. Just wanting to kind of force Gragas out of the lane, at the very least. But it just wasn't there, and now, you know, things are kind of in murky ground as they pick some things up. They lose things elsewhere. But critically, this Herald is going to get dropped to pick up the bot tower on top of all that, which I think gives the advantage in that skirmish across the whole map to Team Volatility.
Yeah, what do you think Lust Force is building next year on this little bit of an interesting Nocturne build?
That is weird. I really...
It's a Phage.
I don't know what that is.
Could be a lot of things.
It could be quite a few things, yeah.
It could be a Triforce.
I kind of want it
looking for Zodiac Cyclone is available here. Just holding it for the time being.
Kind of like holding it. Drag spawns very, very soon, so picking off that kill would be great, but it actually wouldn't stop them from grouping for the Drake.
And if you use that tool just before the Drake, you don't have it when you can hit 5 members with that Cyclone. Get him knocked up.
Or even potentially find a pick just before it so that the respawn completely denies them in the fight.
Yeah, King J Blue going to call it out, actually. That is a Stride Breaker here for Lust Force.
Oh, and it is.
Stride Breaker has been buffed a number of patches in a row now, I believe.
Yeah. This is an item that used to be super popular on Nocturne, so it makes sense here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, considering the mobility of the Monkeys team, like, I kind of like it. It provides more than just damage, so...
Stride Breaker, more than just damage.
Yeah. You're welcome, Riot. I'm advertising your items for you.
I would love to see... It would be cool if they implemented... Actually, they probably did. In, like, Arcane. There's, like, a shop. Selling
That'd be cool, yeah.
plate.
I haven't seen that. Any actual, like, items, in-game items in the show. But I probably wasn't paying enough attention for that. There's a lot of lore stuff, but...
I wonder if anyone's gone and looked for that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Any case, 22 seconds on this Drake here.
Yeah, this is a big Drake, too. This one turned out to be Infernal. And one team has a lot more damage than the other, in my eyes. So.
Now let's go ahead and do our Senna stack check here as we go into the fight. 62 is going to be the stacks here. You know.
Nice.
Not that bad.
It's kind of similar pacing to what Teddy Bear had last game, but Dingus has just been farming the whole time.
Get this mid turret here. Zodiac coming down. Brick Toast holding that TP strong. I'm going to land on a hollow, but not going to do too much there.
Yeah, Zodiac is matching in the top side, so that engage combo is not actually present between Lest and the Orianna.
Yep, Xiao D's clone going to be stunned up. But they are going to go ahead and send Zodiac that big team fight threat to deal with Brick Toast.
Yeah. I think it's a mistake, personally, but maybe they really just want to have that safety for the Senna, make sure that if Dingus isn't getting picked, have that extra tank in the front line.
And this is
also, it does limit targets, right? You split the targets up so that you don't have both your critical backliners for the team fight ready to just get picked off by a random Wukong.
True. Now,
if either one of them die, it's over.
Dragon Dance just gonna be done for now, seemingly. Okay, he's gonna be started up here by Lust Force.
And Nautilus isn't here, so actually I think they have the timing. Gotta see who's gonna TP out of the top lane first too, because that is super important. Both of them having very, very strong team fighting ultimates here. Zodiac already backing off for that turret. You can see it on the minimap.
Drag so low, they're gonna go in. It's gonna be taken by the blue team. Xiaodi able to find that one, however, now front to back and quite nicely. Tons of damage coming through. Hollow going all out over the wall and finding the back line.
That's so crazy.
Teddy Bear, oh, it's getting out for now, but flash over the wall means that Dingus is going to take down Teddy Bear Ox, their counterpart. And now I think they may have lost the Drake, but I think they get the worm.
Yep. And just really, really good focus there from Team Volatility. I think they even were willing to just sack the Drake as long as they could be in a great position to take that fight. And that they were. Really, really strong opening engagement there. The potential to steal.
Sees it over the wall with the barrel. He's probably going to go ahead and throws over the barrel. Throws the ult. Not going to land. Good smite from Lust Force.
Yeah, awesome secure there, and that is the cherry on top of a one-team fight when you can pick up a big objective like that. They're going to carry this down. I would imagine that they're going to go splitting 1-3-1 or just straight, because they have the Nocturne, right? So 1-3-1 gets a little bit more potency. But they are up against a team that has like a lot of pick potential, so and a lot of mobility. So it's up in the air how they're gonna do this. 4-1 would also make me happy. I definitely don't want to see Zodiac with no TP in a side lane doing a 4-1 though. 1-3-1 maybe, but
is going to be interesting. Now, I do think you have to get something with this Baron because the enemy team's on Soul Point. They have a huge point of pressure for the rest of the game until they either get Soul or you get 2 more dragons, 3 more dragons, really, that you are going to have to respond to. So you want to be able to make a play that has similar impact in sort of the longevity of how this game plays out. We're going to see Nautilus ult burned there.
Yeah. I'll tell you to that point, though, one of the things that I think the Team Volatility team comp has is the ability to just siege an objective and never actually need to start it.
Ooh, Billy Cheese Pizza taking quite a bit of damage here from Hollow. Hollow has the all-out available. It's charmed up, though.
Nice.
Pull back underneath the turret. He's going to go all out and takes it down. Can Hollow live? Dashing forward. No, Billy Cheese Pizza gets the counter kill. Evdingus was eaten up there. Now Nocturne ult going to be used. Memer Sticks is going to jump out. However, Gragas Brick Toast is going to be available. Memer Sticks, Grey Health, not available.
Yeah, I mean, Zodiac is still pushing down the top lane. They're going to get a turret in response. This is kind of using that Baron, as you said. And I don't know if it's quite enough. But they only lose support here after that trade on the bottom side. What a hunky play, by the way. Just total Cassante all-in mode.
So, yeah, I think I take these.
Yeah, I mean, well played by Billy Cheese Pizza to like return a kill. But that was definitely the hunk all out.
Hunk all out. He hunked all over it. And
all over the cheese.
I'm liking the CS synergy here from the side of Team Volatility money moves. Until that tick, we had Nocturne and Ori both at 222 for 200 CS for all of the farming individuals. Tom Kench obviously going to be a little bit on a deficit there.
Yeah, I can tell you right now why I don't like it. Nocturne's got too much farm. Jungler's getting ahead of himself, you know?
Yeah. Are you not a believer in junglers having human rights?
No, I think human rights are cool, but they just can't have that much gold.
Okay. We are going to see Hollow here doing a good chunk of damage onto Billy Cheese Pizza, but getting it traded back quite nicely as well.
Yeah, here comes maybe an engage.
Yeah, dive into the mid lane is going to land onto Tama. Now here comes the Nocturne ulti. These are going to be targeted on this Nautilus. And no more hook for you. They're just going to pick that one up. But a lot of cooldowns are committed.
Yeah, very awkward, I would think, as Nautilus is going to be up just as the dragon spawns. Really doesn't have a way to join the fight if it starts right away. But just as you were saying earlier, this is really a bad spot to want to be starting this Drake because it's Soul for Team Monkey. And they kind of get to push the go button if they want to, you know.
Team Monkey, though, they have, you know, they can give a Drake. They can give 2 Drakes, and they can come back to this if they see fit. Brick Toast is going to be hanging around here.
Yeah. They can go for a steal here. It's, they don't...
Oh my god!
That's not the steal we expected to see, but that's the one we wanted to see.
Brick Toast hitting him with the 1-2 combo Infernal Soul. Now over for the side of Monkey.
Yeah, that shakes things up a little bit. I was worried. I was worried for Team Volatility there. There were a lot of angles that could be taken to slow the Drake down, look for a steal. That was the most unlikely of all of those angles. But it came, and it conquered.
Might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's just going to walk out fine.
Oh, S12's not so lucky, though. The ultimate use
going to be the target here. Uses the Nocturne ult just to buy vision. Has their team Memer Sticks with a beautiful 2% knock up. Here comes... Oh, but a huge Cyclone from Zhao D into the back line. Hollow, the Hunk's going to go all out in a counterpunch. Tama might get taken down as well, gets pulled back into the all-out, and now here comes Evdingus. Can they front to back? Memer sticks with the HP as left. A huge heal from the Lick, and Hollow is still going to be alive in the back end. Goes unstoppable, will get popped, but it means that so far that's a 3-4-3? 4 for
3
for 3, yeah.
Oh.
Teddy going
Evdingus
forward.
does damage pretty slow here. Teddy, though.
Oh, but he does damage in chunks, and Memer Sticks is going to go ahead and pick up the teddy bear. Dowdy now forced to run away, playful trickster.
Yeah, and Memer Sticks and Evdingus really carried that fight. I mean, like, a lot. Beautiful kiting from the two of them. Memer Sticks been so good at keeping Evdingus from just absolutely inting.
How many stacks do you think he has?
Right now, I'm going to go with 116.
I think he has a clean hundo.
Clean hundo? That's kind of low. I don't know. Rookie numbers.
Oh, 102, 103, 104.
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I would expect more at this point. But no, I think I'm gonna give a lot of credit to Evdingus. I think Evdingus has played as respectfully as that man is capable of playing.
Okay. This is the limit.
You can claim that as high praise.
This is the limit of what Evdingus can do. He's removed his limiter. He's going all out.
No. When he does that, he just goes in. But he kills people.
Would you say he snorts a line and flashes in?
It's possible. I have not witnessed it personally, but it's possible.
Oh, we're going to see a little bit of trouble here.
Tama
going to be found out.
Yeah. And Tama have been on the receiving end of a lot of engages this game.
Yeah.
But it is part of the territory. You play support, the team comp that's kind of squishy. Your main front line is like you and Agragas. You're the one, you know? That's what happens to you.
Baron Nashor taken down for that as well. 5k gold lead. And all out, the Hunk going to be looking for a little bit of damage here. However, we're going to see a little bit of cheese pizza coming through. The Hunk's going to be charmed up. The Hunk's going to be bogged, and that's a shutdown for Brick Toast.
Yeah, and this is just reminding us that it can go either way. And Cheese Pizza putting the damage down. Really good coverage from Brick Toast. I thought the Hunk had it for a second there. But they really cleaned it up.
Just a little bit too much, I think, with the Infernal Soul especially. Can't forget that is in the pocket. How much... Yeah. Does anyone know in chat what, like, the gold value of an Infernal Soul is?
That's so hard to calculate, though, because it does kind of vary based on champions game to game, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, less force.
I guess there would be an average.
Yeah.
And next objective is going to be this Elder Dragon spawning in about a minute and a half. And that could just be it. I mean, the Elder will do so much damage with the soul pick up.
Gonna be found, but a good eat's gonna keep him alive for now. Less force using the ultimate as vision denial. However, Wukong knows and he dives to the backside, but Evdingus has his beef boys in front and can absolutely dish and deal the damage. The Hunk now available as well. Zodiac coming in. Has to be careful. That's a beautiful shockwave to bind 3. However, now into the back line. Brick Toast looking for the damage. Less force is going to go down. On the other side, the Hunk 1v2ing. Evdingus has to do the damage, but is missing a lot of his front line. Hollow staying alive for now. Does eventually go down. Zodiac. Charm's gonna land from Billy Cheese Pizza. And Zodiac's gonna die as well. That might be game.
I was about to say something incredibly good about Evdingus. I was about to say 80 carry players in the chat. If you want to know how to be better at your role, watch what Evdingus did in this fight. He played his spacing perfectly, ran when he needed to run, attacked whenever he could, and kept away from the things that are dangerous and would kill him. And it didn't matter. It did not matter because the execution was so good from Monkeys.
They're looking to just push it down the base. Memer Sticks is going to be alive, but that's not going to be enough. You need some form of damage. Less force up in the next 6 seconds. Dive in. Memer Sticks going in, but the Nexus is just falling. And they play the tempo. Bring the series 1-1.
Yeah, they don't even need the Elder. They just have Soul. They played their game plan. They picked, a very aggressive team comp. into essentially what was the par for the course given game one draft from Team Volatility. You know, scaling 80 carry, front to back team fights, mixed it up a little bit with the Nocturne, but totally different game plan from Monkeys, and it paid dividends. The reward is the victory screen.
Yeah, 50k schmecks going to be distributed off of that one as well.
And I lose again?
I don't know, did you?
Yeah. All right.
Nice. So, have you officially lost all of your schmeckles then?
No, I got more. I got more.
You got more. All right, I'm gonna grab some.
I got more. Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
Nothing. Do we have a pancake thing? Taco? What are they?
Taco?
I don't know. What are you making?
Waffles?
Oh yeah, we got one of them.
Hey, what's in that beer you're drinking, bud? Huh?
No, nothing.
Is it infused with something?
It's empty. I don't know, man. I got invited first this time. If Dingus actually invited me, he's excited because he won, and then he lost.
Well, it does look like the switch up for the jungle top works out.
I think they keep it. I'm not sure they will, but I think they should.
Yeah. You got that spec link?
Yeah. They also switched sides again because
again, killing me.
I know. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why Team Monkey went for blue just to first pick Nautilus. That didn't really make sense to me, but they did like actually get a good draft out of it, so maybe there's something to that.
Yeah. And my gosh, what a back and forth series it's been. We've seen punch after counter punch after counter punch.
Yeah. And I think a big point of contention for me, and we have seen this in the draft, especially in the bans, is the bottom lane, right? You've seen bans against Teddy. We've seen scaling picks. We've seen aggression. We've seen a lot of early fighting. The thing we haven't seen a lot of, for me, is early jungle attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did see a Nocturne gank, but he was already level 6 down there. And these junglers haven't exactly been picking like early bot ganker champions. So I'm kind of interested to see if that's where the attention gets shifted. As you said, there's draft attention being paid from both sides toward this monkey's bottom side. And they've kind of shifted the power in the last game, picking the Kaisa up. I wonder if the strategy shifts more, especially from Team Volatility side, to picking early game around bottom side.
Yeah. The Senna's been pretty high prio. But good.
Yeah. We did see the Smolder ban as well. And I think that's probably likely to stay, considering Team Volatility is on the blue side now. But I think it's more like the onus is on them to change something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know what the adaptation is going to look like. Evdingus plays a lot of really weird stuff, and the stuff that's pretty standard, I don't know if he's that comfortable with. I'd like to see like a Varus or something personally. But I just don't know if we're going to get that.
Yeah.
Also, they've played melee for both supports every game so far, right?
Maybe we're looking at getting some ranged bot lane action, little ranged support.
If you want to get an advantage early, that is the easiest way to do it, right? You pick a ranged support, you put a little more pressure. Evdingus 80 Yumi is coming.
I could see. What do you think the wildest pick Evdingus could whip out would be?
Oh, that's a crazy question. Let me think for a second, because I've seen it all.
I have my answer.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say Victor. But what's yours?
AD carry Maokai.
There's no way that's happening.
Listen, there's a whole
Not a
song
chance.
dedicated to it, okay?
What?
Yeah.
Like about Evdingus or just generally like AD carry Maokai?
I mean, I think it's about Evdingus.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think it is. I think Victor, he likes Victor. Like I can see that. I don't think they'll ever do it because I don't really think
Would
Zodiac
it be
plays
AD
AP.
Victor or would it be like normal Victor?
No, it would be AP Victor. It would require like a Tristana mid or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening, but it is the weirdest thing I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
In
we're
any
rolling
case.
right into the draft already.
Yep.
Jinx right on the nose. First thing they want to get rid of. Ziggs again. So a lot of the same coming from money moves. And I think their adaptation is going to come in the picks rather than the bans, I'd expect. Okay, Ari
Ari.
actually you're right away. I like this because I do think it was a problem. Not necessarily from like a damage or pick potential angle, although both came through. I think it's more that Zodiac didn't really have anything to bite on in the mid lane. It was super hard to find kills. We saw failed dives time and time again against the Ahri.
Here you go. Clown Gaming is rating us. Thank you very much.
Wukong. Okay. So
Wukong, the
Wukong,
priority pick here. I mean,
and
I
you had said you
guess.
wanted to see how it performs in the jungle. There's your answer.
Hey, yeah, it. I think. Wait, Wukong's won every game, right?
Yeah, every game.
Hmm, all right.
Wait, is that right? That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Les Force played game one. Xiao D played it game two. Now we're going to see it probably on Les Force again, although it could be the hunk. Could be the hunk.
Yeah, it does remain a flex. I definitely like it more in the jungle personally, although I haven't really seen with the new items what it can do in the top lane. Monkeys are going to go straight back to the Nautilus. Not really a surprise. The question is, are they going to go for the Senna already seeing this Wukong? I kind of find that unlikely. I don't really want to see them do that, but I don't want to rule it out. And the Kaiser right away. Okay, nice. So they're sticking with what worked, and they're going to say, money moves, show us something different, and we'll see if it works.
Yeah. Excited to see what this next pick's going to be.
Okay,
Zaya. Ooh, Zyracon.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, it's not so good for like your average pro team, right?
But for
For
Dingo Man.
volatility money moves, this feels really good. And I'm
And
going to tell you why. What you saw last game from Monkeys, this would be okay against, right? But I think their thinking here as well is what are we trying to build as a team? And if they go way more into that dive camp, way more into the aggressive camp, you're going to want something like this for Dingus, right?
yeah.
The other thing that this does is it gives them a 2v2 that is very, very potent in the bottom side, which we talked about potentially focusing a little bit more on. So I kind
Yeah.
of like these picks.
I love the picks, and I love how team fight oriented this combination is so far. Zaya Feathers, Rakan, plus your Wukong. If you land all your feathers on top of a Wukong ult, it'll be a ton of damage coming over, almost unstoppable.
Yeah, it also kind of reinforces that rule of having dive buddies and follow up on engages. And it's so easy to get a Rakan on top of one of those engages to add another layer of CC, or even just if you see the Wukong coming to take the lead and get that engage yourself. So they are kind of building that really, really strong forcing play in the team fights. Having said that, that Oriana ban makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have liked to see that champ on either side of this, but having red side, I'm not entirely sure what lane they really want to prioritize for monkeys.
Really curious to see what's
It,
going to
it is
happen.
Gragas. That can go either way, right? Still. We saw it top last game, but
Yeah, it can absolutely do whatever. I mean, you could probably even set it mid.
true, yeah. I guess we'll know here if they
Heck,
pick a mid laner.
send Nautilus jungle. Put Gragas support.
I don't like that. Okay, Xinjiao. This
All
is good.
right.
This is good. I
Talking
like
about
this.
early focused.
Yeah, it's that, but it's also like, um, say you get engaged on from hella far away by Wukong and Rakan, and they're trying to pick your jungler. And you just press an R. He can kick that Rakan away if Wukong's on you. You can kick the Wukong away if whoever's on you, right? But he can also nullify the damage from the backline if they're not close enough. So the kind of pick element, at least against him, is a little bit nullified with that ultimate.
Mm. Ooh, oh no.
That's gross. I hate
Oh
that.
no.
I hate
Karma
that
made
so
it
much.
all the way through the draft.
Yeah, I
Karma
forgot this happens.
a wee bit strong right now, in my opinion. Oh, Egg Robber hitting us with the subscription. Thank you so much, dude. You know what you're gonna do. You can go to the Denny's in Vermont, go out back, talk to our buddy Todd. Pancakes are on us. Just let me know if you want a waffle.
Yeah, if Todd doesn't come to the door right away, just start knocking on the dumpster.
He likes to sleep in there.
Yeah, or just hang out. That weird guy. He's cool though. Yeah. Hey, the victor! Let's go. You know, I
Maybe
think
someone heard you.
it's not bad against the karma, right? You are gonna kind of get it's not a fun lane, but you are gonna kind of get free farm. I don't think she ever kills you. I really don't expect that to be like super exciting though. It's just kind of like Victor plays the game late game, and that's gonna be happy times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so Karma obviously moderately upsetting, but the Hunk getting the Aatrox again, we can be proud of that one.
I'm so excited to see the Hunk back on Aatrox. I'm kind of excited to see the Karma.
Really? Don't lie to chat. Don't lie to me, man.
Listen, if you're playing against me in the upcoming weeks, you didn't hear this, but I'm perma-mamming Karma in solo queue.
Yeah, I don't know. That makes sense. I don't do it because I play support, so and like I just pick Xerath or something and I win. Like, it is annoying, man. This is like one of the most cringe picks in the whole meta right now.
Alright, well, for you degenerate gamblers out there,
I'm done for this series. I'm not putting any more in. I've learned my lesson.
now is
Okay?
that because you have no more to put in?
You're egging me on? I know what this is. I got more to put in, man. Here, hold on.
Oh no. I should have kept
Which
my
side?
damn mouth
Help
shut.
me out. Help me out. Which side is gonna win this?
Which side has Karma?
All right, fair enough. I don't. I'm a dirty. Like, would you really want me to put my money on that? That's
Listen,
like gross. That's so gross.
it's entirely up to you what you put your money on, okay?
Sometimes people say never bet on Abdingus. I should have listened to those people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna. Now I'm broke.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder what the quirky band's all about. You think these guys like scrimmed and
I don't know.
like Quirky's not good right now, is he?
I can't say. I think some people have played Corky.
What's the like build? What's the idea?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I can find
One
out.
of those champs. Like, but you know what I mean? Like Quirky never feels like a champion that's good unless there's an item that's just really busted on him. You know?
Yeah.
Quirky's solid. Does anyone in chat actually know what the item would be?
It looks like it's Monomune. This item doesn't exist. A lot of people are going Eclipse and Triforce and Void Staff.
Hold on, you have a takes two.
I have a takes two?
Yeah, they asked for you specifically. So.
Oh, okay, I see. Let me make myself a drink while you vamp.
I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here with chat. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Probably talk about the karma a little bit, just because, like, malignance is fun, and karma smacking you in the head with a billion magic damage, and then like this massive circle. It's really cool. Um, I also think that like there's a good number of circles on this team volatility side, and I've learned that that's pretty important because the more circles you can put down, like there's some sort of like circumference calculation, mathematical formula for like damage relating to circles. I don't really know how it works, but they can spin in circles and they can put damage in circles, knock people up in circles. That's all got to be pretty good. There's less circles on the other side. And the circles do different stuff, like stun circles, push away circles, damage circles. It's not really as cohesive as this whole plan team volatility, but it looks like Chad agrees with that because holy shit, that's 76k Schmeckles onto the money movers.
Did you actually end up betting?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't think I'm
Okay.
gonna get a big payout
I was
here.
gonna bet on the other side.
You're right.
Listen,
No,
I
do it,
like
actually.
to bet
If I win,
odds.
I win more.
Um, I've got a little ASMR for you here. Okay. Hang on.
Oh, a cork pull?
Yeah, it went better earlier though.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah. No, when I pulled it out of the fridge, it
Kinda
did a really
sad,
good
though.
one. But yeah, that's my. I really don't think I have more alcohol than this, so hopefully I
Yeah,
don't
I
get
mean,
too many entertaining guys.
it's
Aegis, yo, welcome to the stream, fellas. We are in Game 3 of the best of 3 Financial Group A. That's going to be our Emerald League, and we're ready to watch it go on down.
yeah, we've had some very exciting game 1, game 2. Pretty back and forth, a lot of action centering around the bottom side, but we also saw some solo kills, especially in game 1 on the top side, with Holo kind of getting the better of it on the Aatrox. Going to be able to pick that one back up in this game. Notably as well, for you guys just joining now, Wukong has won every single game that we have seen thus far.
Yeah, you're joining now. Wukong S tier jungler. No,
Apparently so.
no way around it. Wukong is now S tier. I am worried about karma.
Yes. Yeah, we talked at length about the karma, the circles. There's some circles going down. A lot of good circles for money moves, and I think the circles exist for monkeys as well. But just they don't feel like they're doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play a clip of LeChance casting some circles.
Oh, that's a good clip.
Okay, here we go. No. Great. That was great. Here we go. Excellent ult in. I forget all the words of all the names. Ability, auto attack. Oh my god, somebody died. Look at that. Spinning wheel. Uh-oh, there's a flank in the back line. Before then lives, though. Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's ability spinning wheel will forever remain some of my favorite shit of all time. I'm at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Goodbye.
Ooh, the count's feeling something today.
It's the catapult, man. It's like whenever he gets on it, it's that like cartoon style,
It's the adrenaline, yeah, the excitement.
His 2D animated form gets flipped over.
That's like the goofiest image in my head.
Yeah, good.
Also, I don't know about you. I just accidentally started clicking on the shop when we loaded in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I thought I was gonna buy items.
I do want to get out there and play some League.
Yeah, is this a sign that I maybe should cut back? Like,
no, I think it's a time you need to cut forward.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay,
get back into form per se.
I am washed.
Mm-hmm.
This is known.
Now, do you think Billy Cheese Pizza likes cheese pizza?
I'm not convinced.
Okay.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder because like some people they take on like they don't like necessarily name themselves after things they hate. You know,
Right.
like if you wanted to enact some like extreme vengeance on a thing, you might have it as part of your like identity. You know.
Oh, like you really hate cheese pizza. So
Yeah, or like, oh,
okay, we're gonna see a little bit of engagement in the bot lane here. Teddy Barracks doing a bunch of damage there over onto the Dingo Man.
that was a nice hook, by the way. Very clean. Cross the minions, dodge the support, find the 80 carry at level 1. Full
Yeah.
stacks on the Kaisa, not bad.
I think Tom has only played Nautilus this whole series, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
clearly very comfortable on the champ.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good performances so far. Nautilus is one of those champs that, like, you can tell when a support is good, but it's really hard to know if somebody's good at the champ, you know?
Oh, sorry, we have a very important message in chat from one of my favorite PC Ram Cannon. You can't be washed if you were never good to begin with.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I expect this kind of stuff from Marsh, but not you, Ram.
Dang. Well,
Not true. I expect it from both of them. They're both rats.
we're going to see Hollow duking it out in the top lane here. Back to the Game 1 winning champion on this Aatrox. Not versus a Renekton this time. I don't know if there's anyone who can give me slightly more insight in terms of how this matchup works.
I feel like it's still good for Aatrox. Maybe it's a little bit more... it's like safer, probably, for the side of Gragas. But there's probably more like outplay as well. But I think it's good.
I do believe
Just both
Karma...
junglers are
Wait,
up.
was Karma nerfed this patch, or is Karma getting nerfed next patch?
No, I think Karma was nerfed already. She might be getting another one, but I mean, honestly, none of that stuff matters, right? It's just the items.
Gamer Sticks going for the knockup of nice roots going to be found there by Avdingus. Tom is going to take a ton of damage and hooks into the turret. Heal going to be used, but now Less Force going to be on top of Xiao Di here. Neither of them really wants that to happen. Both are just going to sort of run away. Okay. Pull back.
Wow.
But Hook
That was
not quite
risky.
going to land in the bot lane. Ignite drop. Tama's going to be the first blood. And now Teddy Barreau going to be
Trade back.
taking down the trade. But Avdingus ultimately gets the last laugh.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best that Teddy could make of that. But honestly, kind of a sketchy look. And this is exactly what I was saying Evdingus and Memer Sticks want. They want a bot lane that can 2v2 and to really push the envelope as far as what they're doing in the early game. So the last couple games, there's been a bloodbath on the bottom side for no reason at all. Scaling lanes, really just risks that are taken.
Mm-hmm.
And now one side is definitely probably a little stronger than the other. I think more suited to capitalizing.
Yeah. Dingo Man could be quite happy with that. 2.1k, 400 gold lead over his lane opponent. Yeah, quite pleased. We are going to see the Grub Dragon spawn here, so we will be expecting to see what goes where, who pockets which first, as we've been seeing them traded pretty consistently across the board.
Yeah, so far both junglers are mirroring pretty much the whole time, and I kind of expect this to continue, to be honest, because I don't think we see that clear divide on the map anywhere. Like in the first game, obviously we kind of believed that the Aatrox side of that matchup was a little stronger. So we saw it was Brick Toast at the time, pocketing to help on that top side.
Mm-hmm. Brick Toast now going to be the 1v1 opponent. Flash! Going to be committed there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Aatrox has the ultimate available. Brick Toast does not. So I think it's sensible to use it there.
He's going to go forward.
Hello,
Q1, Q3, or Q2, Q3
Wow.
going to land. Still
Yeah.
holding on to the World Ender, though.
I think the Q cooldown is just kind of what the play is on there.
Mm-hmm.
So a good assessment, though, from Brick Toast to actually see that and kind of believe that they could do that. I was a little surprised, too.
Yeah. Dragon, going to go over here to Less Force. Meanwhile, the Grubs are going to go over to Xiao Di.
Yeah.
All right,
And,
now This
Have
might
they
be.
prioritized grubs the whole time, or
I think it's been back and forth. I think actually most of the time, I want to say Team Volatility were prioing the grubs.
okay? Yeah, I think that shift makes sense though with the Zinjo. But
Oh, gonna stop the back of Hollow there, the hunk. Zodiac going forward a little bit aggressive here. Onto oh my god, Karma does
yeah,
so much
so annoying.
damage.
I don't even like seeing it. It's just
Okay, Hollow flash in the top lane, but we're instantly going back bot as Tama lands a hook.
how good is Memer Sticks at just blocking for Evdingus though? Every single time this dude is just naked in the open, begging to get hooked, and Memer Sticks just walks over. He preempts it. He knows what's coming. You know?
Mm-hmm. It's like if Dingus is wearing a big sign on his back that says "Hook me," and Memer
Yeah,
Sticks
it's a kick me sign.
Yeah,
It's a classic Evdingus.
Yeah,
I'm not upset.
Hollow staying alive there. Hook gonna be found there again onto Memer Sticks, but Memer Sticks gonna take a turret shot there, and that's gonna be oh, but the huge root coming out. Memer Sticks gonna be able to pick up that kill as a little bit of a side effect as he runs away.
Okay, I don't know what I've been saying about
but
Teddy.
Jowdy's here,
actually
and Dingo Man has to be careful. Ult is
Hey,
available,
no one to block
however,
the hook this time,
uses
huh?
the ult, but nothing too much can happen. Oh my god, the pullback!
Okay.
Is Evdingus just, like, really good at Xayah?
He's pretty good at Xayah. I'm gonna say though, I don't know what I've been saying about Teddy this whole series. The thing that Teddy did there was psychotic. Absolute Looney Tunes. Just diving in. Did you see all those feathers? Like,
Yeah.
there's like 7 feathers ripped through immediately. Yeah, the kill gets traded, but that was incredibly aggressive.
He has a pentakill from Season 2 of the low-budget LCS on Xayah. Good.
Those records are old. I don't know if I believe anything from then.
Alright. Well, we're going to see a little bit of a 1.3k gold lead here for the side of Team Volatility money movement. Their money is going up, mostly on the back here of the Dingo Man and his little helper boy, Memer Sticks.
Memer Sticks has been the big helper boy so far this game, really putting in the work, blocking the hooks, securing a lot of CC and therefore damage from these setups on the feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Evdingus not just one hook this game. Very nice.
Hey, he dodged it. Malignance,
He did.
Not quite available yet for Zodiac. I expect to see the push characteristics of this lane swap significantly once that item comes out.
Yeah, definitely. I think the other side of that though,
Yeah, Hollow going to be using the ultimate here, but that might be a little bit of a challenge. Pullback will land, but so will the explosive cask.
yeah, good job using that cask early enough. Just denying the engage for the Aatrox. Yeah, they trade ults, but I really think that just keeps Bricktoast a lot safer. But it's not a bad choice. Now, I think this mid matchup is also going to depend a lot on when these upgrades come through for the Victor. Definitely that E upgrade will neutralize a lot of that pushing power from the Karma.
Very true. Let's take a peek at the gold here. 500, 3,300 total. How much does Malignance cost?
It's really not that much. I think it's like 2,800 total. 27,
So
28.
might have enough to complete it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I can build it on support, so it's not that expensive.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, going forward. Using that passive. Hook gonna go forward. Memer Stick's gonna tank it yet again. Evdingus looks for the damage underneath the turret. My god. This man knows his feathers.
Evdingus is huge. He's just got a lot of damage right now. I mean, the full item completion, gonna be able to shove in here. They're pretty low. I don't know. I don't think a dive is in the cards. Memer Stick.
Well, Evdingus might.
Memer Sticks is pulling. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Memer Sticks is pulling full, like, hook blocker duty. So if you try to go in on somebody, like, what happens to your carry?
Yeah, so as someone who's played with Evdingus, is Evdingus thinking about diving?
Yeah. I mean, he's not thinking about it as, like, a tower dive. You know, he's just like, I'm going to walk up and hit this guy. He doesn't even know the tower's there.
A little bit of object impermanence.
Yes, like, it's one of those, like, if I meet an immovable object, do I even really know it's there? You know, like that kind of thing.
And Brick Toast not taking a ton of damage here from Hollow, the Hunks Aatrox.
Yeah, I mean, I respect a lot what Brick Toast is doing up there, and I still think that this swap has paid off for them. Because on the other side of that, Xiaodi is also performing pretty well so far in the jungle.
Yeah, Xiaodi doing a pretty good job. While Less Force going to be able to pick up the second Drake for the team, but Memerstick's diving in onto the bot lane. Teddy Bearox going to take a lot of damage. Evdingus will get stunned up here in the Gravity Well, but not
good TP
too
there
much
from
more going to
Billy
happen
Cheese.
out of that.
Oh, this is kind of crazy.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
don't know if I don't know if the flash is necessary. He had World Ender, right?
Yeah. World Ender is available, but we are going to see the Malignance now on the Karma, and let's see how many Qs get thrown out here.
Yeah, good chunk off that turret already in the mid lane. It's like Hollow, the Hunk, is going to keep this pressure up on the top side as well. Although I'm a little bit worried. Okay, here
uses
goes
the World Ender, just goes in to commits on it. The burst has been used for Brick Toast, and that's going to be the solo kill for the Hunk.
Am I the only one thinking that dude could have done that like a couple times already?
I think it's hard with Gragas, because Gragas is one of those champs who can kind of turn things on their head. And when you look at the item disparity, Hollow hadn't spent in some time. So was maybe thinking, maybe I don't have the damage to do this, because Gragas has healing, Gragas has damage resist. A 5-man fist bump!
Yo! Okay,
wow!
They know what they're doing. They know we were going to see that.
Dude, that is next level macro right there, okay?
That is huge. Yeah, somebody's shot calling that fist bump. Like, right then. Probably Evdingus.
So we've got 3-3 Grubs and 2 Drakes. Less Force not participating in any kills, but doing quite well on getting these objectives and playing the map.
Yeah, honestly, that's what you want to see when the lanes are doing just fine on their own. Is the jungler still being proactive, just in other ways.
This bot turret does not look like it's going to be long for this world. Xiaodi is available, though. Is going to go ahead and play off of the start from Memerstick's. Just going to go ahead and, maybe not die.
He's out.
The flash, the ult, but Memerstick's is one with the quickness.
Yeah, just returning a flash, getting the heal from Evdingus there. Brick Toast did already use the ultimate, so I don't think they're going to be able to threaten onto the Hunk here.
Well,
Too much.
Pretty squishy here. Has those Mertreads.
World Ender is returning soon here, though. That presents an opportunity.
Is Teddy Bearox just a Conatum Ferox's alt account?
Nah, no way.
Okay.
Akhenaten does not play like Kaisa and do they?
But the names both end in Aerox.
You're right. No, but Ferox is like an E, not an A, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, Xiaodi going to be down here again. Evdingus finally going to be the one who's rooted up as he uses the
The
feathers.
flash
Not quite going to be able to land, though, and he's going to take a turret shot, and that's going to be a huge shutdown going over to Xiaodi. Memerstick's going to be the next to follow. And
there you go.
That's Nautilus.
You think they're going to turret dive? There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I like the play. It's a good idea. One thing I was looking at last fight that changed up a little bit in this one, Nautilus actually went for Rakan to start things up, even with the ultimate in the last fight. Just being aware that Xayah had the feathers to get away, right? Just jump up in the air and avoid it. So a smart move then, not necessary this time because Xiaodi is just there.
Yep. Jin Zhao finally gets rewarded for coming towards the bot side, feasts on a tasty, tasty shutdown, and is now sitting quite comfy with almost 2 full completed items. Just about.
Yeah. And this is exactly what we want to see as well, because we have this kind of imbalance in the bottom side, and we had talked about the importance of it. Huge that Xiaodi's making those waves down on the bottom side now.
Oh, meanwhile, we're going to see Memersticks might get caught up a little bit, but a little bit of a dash over the wall is going to be just fine.
He's got some grouping going on around this Drake. This would be their first Drake for Team Monkey, so they probably do want to collect this. It is going to be a little bit difficult, though, just because of how quickly Team Volatility can get these waves out. Having the Zaya and the Karma is huge wave clear.
Really good vision, though. See all of those red wards in the side of Team Volatility's jungle. But, yeah, like, we'll be spotted out there. As, let's look at the TP situation. Both top laners have TP, so I expect we see a full 5v5 around this Drake. But I think it might just be started up by Xiaodi.
I feel like Team Volatility can give this.
Oh, they're playing for mid.
Yeah. I kind of like this move. I don't think they need to force. They're a little late to getting to this Drake. You're right about the vision. They're in the dark.
Oh no, it's half health. They're going to go in. Mimir Sticks finds the back line and immediately pulls back to try and help out Dingus. Xiaodi uses the ultimate immediately, but the Cyclone's going to find her the 1-2. Good knockups. Less Force going low, but Xiaodi is going to be forced to run for the hills. Tama re-engaging a beautiful gravity well. That's going to be a lot of damage coming out from Cheese Pizza. Now Hollow has managed to find his way into the flank. That's a huge Q3's worth of damage. Less Force able to jump back in, try and do some damage. Billy Cheese Pizza running not long for this world gets picked by a stray feather. And now Brick Toast is going to be the sole member left standing for the side of Monkey.
And once again, Mimir Sticks finding a nice engage. It looked so sketchy.
We've seen him
unbelievably sketchy. Yeah, like very impressive though because of the coordination. And they were just all there so much faster for the side of Team Volatility.
Yeah, and Hollow yet again, this is the second time he's done this. Walked down for the Drake play, and then TP's back top to get additional damage and shove on the wave.
Yeah, and you can tell they're talking about this. That they're like kind of aware of where they need to be as a team before these things get set up. So they're rewarded the third Drake. They are going to pick up that top turret. And as you said, they're spending a TP on it, but not a huge deal. And Evdingus got so many kills.
Evdingus has 8,000 gold. The next wealthiest person in the game is going to be Zodiac, actually, with 6,700. So...
Yeah, I mean, that's where you want it. I mean, the only other place I could think is the Hunk getting some more gold up in the top side, but still sitting pretty up there. So it's a tight spot for the Monkeys to come back, but they do have some tools. They have this guy.
Zodiac have that much money?
I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
like,
161 farm, sure. 2 kill. I must have gotten a shutdown somewhere.
Oh, maybe on Zen, yeah.
Yeah.
They did come in and snipe a kill on the back. I thought it was on Teddy, though. But...
We've been on Teddy Barrocks.
Yeah. No, I think they have some tools. There's a shift in the build. Jesus.
Okay, we're going to see a big dive here onto Billy Cheese Pizza.
Oh,
Mimir Stick's just going to use the tools, go through. Less Force getting taken pretty low, though.
That was a lot to commit for just Billy Cheese here.
Yeah,
but I think
if that play doesn't work, you are in trouble. But
yeah,
it worked, so you're good.
Well, so they're keeping their thumb on the scaling of that Victor, right? Victor is one of those major tools that they're going to have to come back into this game. The Kaisa as well. There's 2 critical carries that have a ton of damage in the late game fights. Kaisa is actually going for that mana immunity to AP build. Yeah.
I think that's okay here. You've got this Jin Zhao, who has quite a bit of money here, will help you deal that sort of AD damage as well.
Yeah. You also don't have targets that you're super comfortable just like dashing in on and auto attacking, right? Like Zaya is just gonna jump in the air, right? Karma's probably gonna one shot you, so it does feel a lot better to send W's for range, you know?
Yeah, and we're probably gonna see the next fight break out around one of these neutrals. Baron could be started up here from Team Volatility at any time, but I expect to beat this next Drake in 2 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. We will see a little action down here.
I think the TP might have been canceled here as Billy Cheese Pizza is going to be on the receiving end of a Cyclone.
Yeah, I feel like Mimir Sticks has to be there to guarantee
Dingus looking super aggressive, flashes forward onto Billy Cheese Pizza, but cannot quite find the kill. Manages to get it, but is now incredibly low. Uses the heal into Barrocks, doesn't quite find it, and that's going to be a huge shutdown for Teddy Barrocks.
Nah, dude, that guy's not serious. There's no way.
We're going to see a little bit of Karma gaming here in the bot lane. Zodiac. That's, hey, when was the last time you queued there, buddy?
That's something. Karma is bullshit, dude.
That's yeah. Well, Evdingus has showed that he is not afraid to play aggressive.
It's just unhinged. I mean, it's, imagine playing support for this guy. You block like 19 Nautilus hooks in lane. You know, he's like 6-1, has a massive shutdown. What does he do? Right? What does he do? He runs it down mid, finds a blast cone to go ulting, flashing onto their mid laner who's 1-3, and just dies to their AD.
Hey, he was 1-2 at the time, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
he was
fair.
50% more powerful.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no flame to Evdingus. I mean, truly, a lot of flame to Evdingus.
Hey, let's talk about how this Victor build is incorrect.
It's totally wrong. I don't know why he doesn't go other items.
Where's his Malignants? You know?
Is that good on Victor?
I have no idea.
It doesn't seem bad.
Where's his Storm Surge?
This is a question.
That item definitely wasn't nerfed.
What about Leandre's? Seems like, well, in this game maybe not. But actually, Lichbane does seem good.
Okay, we're gonna see a fight here. Huge knockup from West Force into the back line, and a beautiful follow-up with the quickness from Memerstick's gonna be so much damage. Just instantly thrown on top. Chaos Storm doing its work in the backside, though. But now a huge pull. Evdingus with the redemption arc. Triple kill from one button.
Alright, I don't even care about Karma anymore, dude. What is Wukong doing in 3 games? This is like...
009.
It's just so strong.
2 assists better than 007. Secret Agent Less Force.
The fact. Honestly, the numbers get better when they go up, right? Is that how that universe works?
I think so. I mean, isn't that universe our universe?
I have no idea.
James Bond isn't like magical fantasy. You know, it's like contemporary fiction.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. 009 looking pretty good. Got the shutdown too.
Infernal Soul beyond this Karma here.
They have soul.
Yeah, that was their soul.
Yeah, so there is a path back into the game still. Just to point this out, it is now very hard. I think it requires a huge amount of effort, and maybe a couple insane Gragas picks.
I think Philly Cheese Pizza has the damage.
I agree with that, but I also think that like it's just going to take a lot of time because there are permanent buffs now. There's a soul already acquired, right? And there's a pretty good amount of gold advantage as well. So you're going to have to overcome not just the gold advantage by coming back into the game, also this like permanent buff from the Drake.
Yeah, and go ahead and starting up Baron here. Memerstick's hanging out over the back wall. So is Zodiac, just making sure they can't get their way in here. Evdingus is going to take that one down.
Yeah. I mean, look, if he flashes again solo on somebody, there's a chance. It could happen, right? Mm-hmm. Then maybe monkeys have a path back in. But what I expect
His flash
to see
is almost back up.
Yeah, that's true. He has the potential. He can do it. I expect to see them not push down a turret with 3 when their jungler's just not there. But they're kind of trying it. And I don't think they're going to get punished.
Yeah.
They're going to walk up. Wukong now on the flank.
Oh, Zhao D is going to take a ton of damage here. Uses the Crescent Guard.
Yeah, not quite the angle to get a good engage. So smartly, Lest is just going to hold back and allow the top lane to crash again, which they already picked up 1 turret from this push from the Hunk. If they can continue, wave states are looking good. They're going to be able to crash this in. Mm-hmm. There's a flank from this Gragas potentially.
Yeah, Brick Toast. Looking from behind.
Looking for it. Now's the time.
Looking for it. Evdingus is going to be the target of the ult. Featherstorm not going to be utilized just yet. Brick Toast finds a ton of damage, but Cyclone is going to be the counterpunch, and now Brick Toast is going to go ahead and fall. Too much damage coming in from the Hunk. Too much damage coming in from Less Force. Zhao D is left alone, and I don't think the base is going to live for very long.
All right, I hate doing this, but Evdingus held his ult through the Nautilus knockup. He held it. And it just was absolutely huge. That's kind of unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a really clean final game of the series for Team Volatility. That is the first series loss for Monkeys. Is that right?
I believe so. That is the first time. Boy, almost because you said Monkeys picked them to win the prediction.
Yeah. I actually need you to not do that thing.
Team Volatility Money Movers won. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Woo!
I'm rich.
Well, now that we've got that going, it is time for the MVP voting. Oh, we need a bear fact. Hang on. You think about MVP things while I get a bear fact.
Okay. You don't want me to do a random bear fact? I can come up with something.
I mean, do you have a good one? I like giving good quality bear facts.
If I said something about a bear, it probably would not even be true. So did we? Yeah. Okay. So we want. Which team should I pick? Well, I got 3 people in my head, but I'm gonna pick 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Hollow and Evdingus are the obvious choices. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Did you know that a newborn Kodiak brown bear can weigh less than 1 pound and will grow up to 1,000 times that size?
Kind of insane. It's like the greatest growth spurt of all time.
There's your bear fact.
Surely not.
Pinned by Evdingus, hashtag gimme some skin? What is that?
You don't want to ask these questions.
Alright. So, let's get this poll up. Who are we bringing in?
I think Zodiac, Hollow, Billy Cheese Pizza, I want to say, look really good. Man, it's hard not to say one of the junglers too, but it's like
not Evdingus
won every game. Huh?
Not Dingo Man?
Oh no, Evdingus for sure. Like, yeah, Hollow Evdingus. I want to say like Lest, but like it's just Wukong won all the games, so it's like, you know.
I'll just put down Wukong then. I'll say Zodiac, Bill Cheese Pizza, Hollow, and Evdingus.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And Wukong.
But if Wukong wins, we just pull in Lest, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Wukong out the gate is going to be on a strong start.
Okay, it's looking pretty good. How are there no votes for anyone else?
Evdingus running away with this one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy.
Oh, there's a vote for Hollow as well? Who was asking which one of you broke? Who was asking for a Hollow to be the hunk made me pay for it and isn't putting anything on him now?
True.
How are there 50 votes for Evdingus?
We do allow corruption here in the low budget LCS. I will say,
certainly not me paying my way into it. You just want to get on call with me, don't you?
Evan went to play Flex, huh? We have ways of making him talk. Hang on.
I don't care if he's in game. I'm only gonna ask him questions about the game he's playing, actually, if he gets in here.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
You haven't won yet, just so you know, okay?
I used all my schmeckles for it.
Well,
that's all you had?
I had like 1,000, yeah.
You're about to get outvoted by Wukong.
Jeez.
What are you playing in your game?
I'm currently playing Pike support.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gotta go.
You're gonna lose.
Thanks for streaming.
Whatever.
Okay, that's your interview, huh?
You got really. Oh,
You won. He won.
He won. Get back in here. Get
No,
him in
no,
here.
I'm just gonna pull Less Force. It was close
Okay.
enough.
All right.
Less Force, welcome to the broadcast. Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, wait, hold on, I had to turn down my volume. I heard it double. Hello, hello.
Hello. What were you guys thinking after game 2? Let's start there.
Game 2. I mean, we were up. Like I went back and looked. Like we were just up too far. Didn't let the side waves, the solo laners push up. They engage hard mid. It was just a bad play. The respawn timers were too long. Some people were doing a good job of kind of ringing everyone back in, resetting mental, took a bathroom break, and so we just kind of shook it off and played a really clean game 3.
Yeah, really solid game 3. Speaking of game 3, talk me through the draft. Where did the Zyra and Khan come from?
So we did a lot of talk this week about drafts and just like trying to have a more like consistent ideology with our picks, and they really prioritized the Nautilus. They picked the Kaisa on the R1, R2, and to Zyra Khan just like synergizes well with Wukong, who can go and engage, can disrupt, and then just as like a lane, it's also really safe. And then Evan just went crazy on the Zaya. I think picked up like 3 early kills. Even when the jungler showed up, they traded like 2 for 1. Got super far ahead and just made the game a lot easier.
Yeah, that was all memer sticks, honestly.
It usually is, but like the
Yeah.
AD carry gets the credit, right?
Sure. I mean, I guess. Yeah.
As a support, you should get it.
Talk me through game 2, the Nocturne pick, because I know they changed a lot of things up in the draft. What was kind of your reaction as a team? And kind of looking at what they were doing, what do you think shifted in your minds for the game 2 draft and even into game 3?
I think Nocturne is just super strong in the jungle at the moment. I think, and especially just the way that I kind of like to play jungle, it kind of lines up well where, you can get to the 6, you can try and go for some objectives, but you're not like totally like a pushover in the early game. They banned it game 1, left it up game 2, and I I still don't hate the pick of Nocturne, but I do think they were kind of like they picked a really good job of like picking a lot of things with like mobility, and we didn't have the best tools to kind of go in with the Nocturne. Like the Wukong, the Ahri, Kaisa can all kind of shift out. So I think like they just did a good job of picking into it. If I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't have called for the Nocturne that early, but it is just one of those things where you like want to pick jungle relatively early, save the later picks for the stars of the show.
Yeah, you had the combo as well. It's just you're right. It was a difficult team comp to play it into, but you had that Orianna to back it up.
What about the build that you were going for? Is that sort of standard on Nocturne these days, or was that custom for the situation?
That's the build that I've been preferring. I think typically people go like the experimental hex plate into Eclipse, but Stridebreaker kind of just gives you that like that little bit of sticking power. So go that second, and then the Eclipse first item rush just feels a little better for like the straight like skirmishes and stuff. I think I picked that up from, is it Inori, the Rek'Sai jungler guy. Saw the build. I've tried it a couple games, and it looks really good, and it feels good. Just the win rate in the LBLCS does not reflect that.
Right. Any more questions you have in particular, Mighty?
No, I'm just gonna say congratulations. That was an awesome series for us to watch. I hope you guys are enjoying the win.
Yeah,
So, nice job.
very, very strong opponents. They were on top of the group, hadn't lost a game all season, so felt pretty good to bounce back. Last week we kind of dropped the ball against needlessly large rods, hoping to avenge ourselves come playoffs. But yeah, definitely a very, very fun series, and I'm looking forward to going back and watching it.
All right. Yeah, that does put you pretty high up in the group. Anyone else you are particularly looking forward to facing?
Sensei Randall's.
Well, Sensei Randall's is actually the one
you.
team in our group that we don't play, which I think Ev Dingus is super sad about. Doesn't get to face off against the Mighty Fool bot lane. I think so. There's obviously High Alert. There's a lot of good relationship between Team Volatility and High Alert. So that one should be a fun one to circle on the schedule. And then a couple other teams that are, I think, newer to the LBLCS. We have Scrim Buttermilk Lifestyle, so I'm looking forward to the rematch against them. And talking about that game or that series with Vega is pretty fun after the fact. So definitely some fun series down the road, I think.
Awesome.
All right. Well, with that, anyone you want to shout out? Anyone you want us to raid in particular? I'm looking down. There's some good people streaming right now. We could we could go challengers.
I am a big fan of supporting the NACL. I'll just shout out like everyone. I think everyone on the team had some really good moments throughout. Memer6 kind of had a crazy like Maokai play mid that we didn't think was gonna work, and then it worked out fantastic. Team did really well, and thank you to everyone who was tuning in to watch.
Sorry, I do have one more question.
Yep.
If you're going to the store,
Okay.
and all you need is like some bread and a gallon of milk. There's only one spot left in the parking lot. It's a handicap spot, but there's no cops around. Are you parking in the handicap spot?
There's only one spot in the entire parking lot.
Yep.
I would probably not take the handicap parking spot. I think.
All right. That's all we need to know.
Yeah.
That's the right answer. Good answer. Hey.
All right.
Nice.
Take us out, Mighty.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. You're all awesome. Later, dudes.